Also, there's a new CEO of the Telecommunications Digital Chamber, Sylvia Owusu-Ankoma is the name. And then communities suffer as Galamsey contaminates Ayensu River. It's a photo report. And then we are told Ken Ejepon's Antichrist poacher has undermined MPP. This is Abronye. My Joy Online this morning, the lead story there is DSTV pricing not about market size, says Communication Minister Samuel George. Also, U.S. visa restrictions don't overstay your welcome. Ghana's U.S. mission cautions citizens. And then romance fraudsters of Ghanaian descent jailed over money laundering in UK. They are spoiling the thing for us.
Can you imagine?
That's the whole thing. They are just spoiling everywhere. If you go to the graphic, they are focusing on rethink state media financing. And there's also see details of how you can be recruited into the Ghana Armed Forces on the front page of the online portal.
Yeah, I will start with road crashes. It's claimed 1,937 lives in 8 months. This is the Informer reporting that road crashes in the first 8 months of the year 2025 have claimed the lives of 1,937 commuters. During the period, 10,957 persons were also injured in 9,626 reported accidents or crashes, road crash cases involving 16,348 vehicles. The worrying development contained in a report put together by the National Road Safety Authority states that out of the staggering figure of cases recorded, 515 were commercial vehicles, 6,647 were private vehicles, and 4,186 were motorcycles. Mr. Abraham Amaliba, Acting Director General, National Road Safety Authority, who made a disclosure during a familiarization visit by the Deputy Minister of Transport, Mrs. Dorcas Afotofe, and her team to the authority, revealed that overspeeding, excessive speeding it should be, contributed largely to the
We will be
recorded.
interviewing the Transport Minister tomorrow on this program to pick answers on this and other safety issues as it pertains to roads. Let's come to Galamsey Sky.
Yes, if you go to the front page of the Ghanaian Times, there's a troubling story there. Ghana's water resources are shrinking, and the details on page 12 of the newspaper, Agnes Opoku Sapong, says Ghana is facing a sharp decline in its water resources, with water stress levels dropping from about 1,900 cubic meters per person in 2026 to around 1,500 today. Now, a loss of 400 cubic meters in less than a decade is what it means. Now, this warning came from Dr. Mawuli Lumo, who is the head of policy planning, research, monitoring and evaluation at the Water Resources Commission, when he addressed a gathering to mark World Rivers Day in Accra yesterday. Now, Dr. Lumo explained that while the country's renewable water resources remain fairly constant, the growing population and destructive human activities like illegal mining are putting enormous pressure on water availability.
Meanwhile, Citi Newsroom has a photo or picture report of the devastation of the Ayensu River. The article which accompanies the photo says the river is facing severe destruction from illegal mining, leaving its waters heavily polluted and surrounding vegetation stripped bare. The environmental damage is taking a toll on nearby communities, threatening livelihoods and public health. Now, during a visit to the Ayensu River enclave, Channel 1's David Kweku observed widespread devastation with entire stretches of land cleared of vegetation and the river's ecosystem collapsing under the weight of pollution. The closure of the treatment plant in Kwenyako is just one of the evidences of the destruction the water has taken. He visited places like Okitseo, Kwenyako, and Winneba Waterworks, and the estuary, Panfo Chrome, and other parts of the river's channel, showing a very, very sad state indeed. We'll bring you more on this later on. Coming back to you, Caleb.
Yes, so Musa Danqua's presidential ambition polls breaking up NDC and Mahama. This is the Herald newspaper. There is growing concern within the governing National Democratic Congress, NDC, over the activities of Musa Danquah and his outfit, Global Info Analytics, following the release of controversial polls on the presidential ambitions of key government appointees. Just 8 to 9 months into the Mahama administration, many within the party believe these surveys are being filled by appointees eager to see the back of President John Mahama, while others oppose him outright as flag bearer. Critics argue that the fixation on secession is distracting appointees from their mandate, undermining government cohesion and focus.
All right, now I'm taking you to a couple of quick stories by way of follow-ups. If you go to the High Street Journal, illegal water losses cost Ghana 4.4 million cedis in 6 weeks. I'm linking that to the story read on our water resources going down. Yeah. Ghana Water Limited is warning of an urgent crisis. Now, the Ghana Water Limited has uncovered 4.4 million cedis in illegal water losses within 6 weeks alone, citing meter bypass, tampering, and illegal connections, sparking calls for urgent reform to protect our water resources between August 11 and September 29 this year. Yeah. So this is just a month. Enforcement teams swept through Accra and Tema, uncovering widespread malpractice among 109 customers. Infractions range from meter bypass and tampering to illegal connections and the use of booster pumps that diverted supply from neighboring households. So far, only 760,000 has been recovered, with 24 customers paying in full, 43 making partial payments, and 42 yet to settle their bill. Muta Wakil Adam, who is the managing director, said this is a wake-up call. He was speaking at a stakeholder workshop in Accra, and he says commercial water theft directly undermines Ghana Water's urban infrastructure, depriving families of equitable access and worsening its financial struggles.
Yeah, while we deal with water challenges resulting from Galamsey and related activities, we're told the president is summoning a meeting between himself and CSOs over Galamsey. The story is on page 3 of the Ghanaian publisher. Says President John Dramani Mahama has extended an urgent call to civil society organizations to join government in confronting the growing menace of illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey. Now, the practice, which continues to poison Ghana's water bodies, degraded farmlands, and destroy forests, is fast becoming a defining test of leadership, governance, and collective national resolve. Now, in a formal invitation signed by Dr. Callistus Mahama, Secretary to the President, and issued from the Jubilee House on September 17, 2025, CSOs have been summoned for a meeting slated for Friday, October 3, 2025. But my good friend Franklin Kujo,
so he's here saying that the talk is a lot and the president knows what to do. Maybe when he goes, you can make that point as well. Let's come back to
the OSP is tightening its news on MIF raiders over $119 million gold due. Story says the Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, last night granted bail to Nana Yauduodu, Chief Executive Officer of Gold Ridge Refinery Limited, after fulfilling the necessary conditions following an initial difficulty. The man, nicknamed Dr. Sledge, is under investigation for suspected corruption and corruption-related offences linked to the Minerals Income Investment Fund, especially regarding the management of its gold trade program. Now, the Herald has seen documents revealing that over $190 million was lost to the states through Gold Ridge Refinery's failure to honor trade settlements under the Gold for Forex and Gold for Oil initiatives. The Herald, which has been following this matter since the beginning of the year, is informed that the OSP has been pursuing it for months now, questioning state authorities, former officials of MIF, various commercial banks and rural banks, among others. Now, a vast amount of documents have been obtained by the OSP, including records of payment made to institutions and individuals, including politicians, by Dr. Sledge and his Gold Ridge Refinery.
Let's stay in that enclave of investigations, because page 3 of the Daily Guide has the lead story of the newspaper. Yoko seizes Wuntumi's 15 luxury cars. The story by Prince Fifi York, and it says the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Yoko, has impounded close to 15 luxury vehicles belonging to the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Bernard and Chibwesiako, popularly known as Chairman Wuntumi. Now, Wuntumi himself disclosed the development during an interview on Adom FM's Just morning show, where he confirmed that the cars included high-end brands such as Bentley and Rolls-Royce. Now, despite the seizure, the outspoken MPP regional chairman maintained that all his acquisitions were legitimate and had cleared necessary port duties. You know, he's been investigated by Yoko. We spent some time there. Related to investigations, you go to the Daily Gist newspaper. Page 2 has a story on Richard Jakpa and Kulendi. It says Jakpa Kulendi in hot waters over Two Forces ambulance scandal. The story by Daniel Bampo says a new twist has emerged in the long-running legal battle involving the state and some high-profile individuals, as a citizen has formally petitioned the Criminal Investigations Department to probe allegations of judicial interference involving Supreme Court Justice Emmanuel Yoni Kulendi and his cousin Richard Jakpa, a national security couple. Now, in a petition dated September 29, 2025, Daniel Mafo Furiata, a resident of Chebi, accused Justice Kulendi and Jakpa of conspiring to obstruct justice in the criminal case titled Republic versus Atoforsen.
Let me give you a quick financial one. Education Ministry or Minister pledges cabinet action on teachers' 13-month salary arrears. Samuel Akon reports on citynewsroom.com that Education Minister Haruna Idrisu has announced that the ministry will submit a joint memorandum to the cabinet to address the concerns of unpaid teachers. It will be co-signed by Ministers of Education and Finance. Aims to persuade cabinet to take urgent action to resolve the salary arrears issues facing the coalition of unpaid teachers. Now, these are graduates from colleges of education and universities who have repeatedly raised concern over salary delays, with some members reportedly working for more than a year without pay. While receiving a petition from the group as part of its protest on Tuesday, the Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu, expressed empathy with the teachers, describing the non-payment of 13-month salary as unfair labor practice. He assured them that government is committed to finding a resolution, noting that a joint cabinet MOU will be presented so they are paid. Now, let me give you the numbers. This is about 53,000 teachers. Says we are heading to cabinet with joint cabinet memo to make a strong case for recruits. Just as I said, our estimation is for both GES and TVET about 53,000 teachers. No wonder there's no money in the system. 53,000 teachers. The issue, which requires an urgent solution, concerns 6,700. Whose process had started after the Ministry of Finance issued clearance for their recruitment. So this is 6,700 teachers out of the 53,000.
Now, the news center has an interesting take on that one. Ministers contradict each other on unpaid teacher salaries. So whilst the education minister said what you just read, the news center captures the deputy finance minister saying that their concerns will be captured in the 2026 budget. Now, I was a teacher and I was posted to teach and I was not paid for 8 months. I can relate perfectly well with all of you. The finance minister says he sympathizes with you and he has briefed President Mahama. The finance minister will present the next budget and he will make provision for all of you to be catered for. You should be very happy that your problem will be fixed. That is good news. You will be paid. So,
and staying on that corridor, the Daily Guide has an editorial on the school head who allegedly did something with a young girl in that school. So it says of predatory school authority. Somewhere in the editorial, they say, we demand the outcome of the investigation into this disgraceful conduct, as well as effective recommendations to prevent any future reoccurrence. Other schools must also take heed and ensure their female students are not subjected to similar harassment by unscrupulous members of staff. Let me just say, though, that there are a number of people who are on social media circulating the video. And our laws, I don't know. And our laws, you can't be doing that. So
let me give you 3 quick economic stories on the High Street Journal. Now, AGOA ends today. Right?
Oh, really? The thing is dead.
It's ending today. And they have an article here. While US shuts AGOA door, after it's still not ready to absorb intra-African trade, exporter is crying. So this is story number 1. They spoke to Nicolas Sapeko, who warned that weak transport, payments and border systems mean Africa can't yet replace US trade access, urging unity and stronger AU-led negotiation. That's story number 1 on the economy. Number 2, it says, Citi is still strong. Harvests are impressive. But why are Ghanaians agitated over high food prices? A very brilliant article. It says, despite a strong Citi and bumper harvest, this week you've been talking about gluts. Ghanaians are still grappling with high food prices due to transport costs, middlemen markups, poor storage losses, and sticky pricing and legacy pricing from earlier currency shocks. So these are the 5. And it says before the dollar went up to 16, most restaurants had food plates from around 40 to 50 cedis. Then in the forex crazy, when the city lost so much ground, most restaurants went to 60 to 80 cedis. Higher end places went to about 120 to 240 and 480. Now the dollar came down, but the food price didn't come with it. We are paying too much for food. It's a very good article that I think we should discuss at some point. And then there's the last one on the economy. Another wasted investment. Manso Mem palm oil factory left to rot less than a year after inauguration. The Manso Mem palm oil factory, inaugurated in December 2024 with promises of jobs and growth, now lies abandoned, its machines rusting due to lack of water connection, sparking anger over wasted investment. Now, this is in Amansia South. It was once hailed as a game changer for farmers and local youth, but has been left abandoned less than a year after inauguration. Now, Mr. James Osei, assembly member for the area, described the facility as a wasted investment. The factory was meant to transform the lives of our farmers and the youth, but today it is rotting away in the bush. Government has spent millions of cedis here, yet the machines are rusting because they've not been used. Why? Water was not connected. all this is happening because even though they commissioned the thing, it is shocking that such a small but crucial step has been overlooked. So basically you connect the whole oil palm thing.
You are sure the money finished.
So unless I don't know. Water was not connected. The facility was established in partnership with traditional leaders and the district chief executive at the time. Its neglect, however, left farmers stranded and residents deeply disillusioned. Really good article.
There's an editorial in the news center. Starving prisoners on 5 Ghana cedi a day is a national shame. The disclosure that Ghana currently allocates just 1 cedi, 80 pesos a day to feed each inmate with an approved but still unreleased increase to 5 Ghana cedi is not only a national embarrassment but also a violation of the fundamental human rights of prisoners. The Interior Minister, working in tandem with the Ministry of Finance, must immediately release the approved 5 Ghana cedi allocation. But beyond this, government must acknowledge that 5 Ghana cedis is simply unrealistic in the face of today's food prices. A more humane and sustainable feeding rate must be established, one that genuinely provides for 3 balanced meals a day. Anything less is unacceptable.
Well, let me just tell you, Bill Clinton in 2000 signed the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act. It was expanded by both President Bush and Barack Obama. And has been supported by every administration, including the first Trump one. But as we speak, today will be the last day of the AGOA. There's a very interesting article allafrica.com has put together. It was to expand and diversify trade. It was giving duty-free, quota-free access to African products, the U.S. market, textiles. I mean, it was a fantastic thing, but a lot of countries will suffer because AGOA is going to expire, and the U.S. government itself is facing a shutdown because the two sides have not been able to arrive at a conclusion. So Bloomberg is reporting that U.S. begins government shutdown with Trump and Democrats at an impasse, and it will affect key agencies, possibly even affect the global economy. So we'll leave it here. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Coming up next is City Business News.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium premium fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, they make a finish Magobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand Magobe inside? I give you info. Make a feel the Gobe too small. Go! Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Sikaboom! Fidelity Bank say save and win. Montio! Sikaboom! Just to post it and begin. Every 500 CDs you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits, gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel win. How many points? 1 point every 500 CDs. What if you win? 5,000 CDs monthly. And the grand prize? Hey! 100,000 Ghana CDs.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 CDs. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 CDs monthly and 100,000 CDs in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Sikaboom!
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
City Business News with Nila Tilati. Good morning.
Bernard, good morning. This is the breakfast edition of City Business News on 97.3 City FM. It's proudly brought to you by Valex, MTN, and EcoBank. Coming up, Ghanaians cut back on loans as high interest rates continue to bite hard on households and businesses. Also, beginning this morning, you will be paying more for fuel because prices are rising at the palms of a global and domestic developments. Much later, Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications has a new CEO. We'll tell you who has taken over from Dr. Engineer Kenneth Ashigbe. Details of these and more coming up in the next 10 minutes. It's midweek, also a new month. Welcome to October. I am Ni Latte. In our first story, Ghana's borrowing boom has hit the brakes just months after demand for loans almost doubled. New data from the Bank of Ghana shows a sharp slowdown in credit growth, with both households and businesses pulling back. Vivian Kailoko has the rest of the story.
At the end of 2024, Ghanaians were borrowing at record levels. Loans to households and private businesses shot up by more than 26%, twice the pace of the previous year. But by June this year, the picture had changed. Credit growth slowed to just over 6%. Loans to individuals and companies rose only 9%, nearly half of what was recorded in the same period last year. Even the public sector, once a major borrower, saw credit contract by more than 30%. So, where is the money going? The services sector is the largest borrower, taking up more than a third of all loans, followed by commerce and finance, then manufacturing. Mining and quarrying remain the least financed, with less than 3% of industry credit. This slowdown reflects the high cost of borrowing, with lending rates hovering around 21% and tighter credit standards from banks. For many small businesses, the cost of loans is simply out of reach. Chona Makpelo is Greater Accra chairman of the Association of Ghana Industries, AGI.
It's enough money to expand because they can't continue to be SMEs forever. They need to expand. They need to build bigger factories that require the importation of machinery from different parts of the world in order to establish and produce in large scale and be able to export. And so we need the financing mechanism that supports the type of growth we would like to see in industry. That way, we can see a steady growth in access to financing over time.
You heard the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the Association of Ghana Industries, Chona Makpelo, ending that report put together by Vivian Kailoko. The Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications and the Digital Chamber of Ghana have named Sylvia Owusu-Ankoma as their new Chief Executive Officer effective today. With about 20 years of leadership experience across Ghana's telecom, digital and FMCG sectors, Sylvia has played key roles in shaping the industry, from securing MTN's 3G license and submarine cable rights, leading to Ghana's first major telecom merger at Editorial. Chair of the Chamber's Governing Council and MTN CEO Stephen Blair says the appointment marks a new chapter for the sector to unite stakeholders and deliver results. Sylvia takes over from engineer Dr. Kenneth Ashibe, whose 8-year tenure laid a strong foundation for industry advocacy and digital transformation, and her focus will be to position Ghana as a leader in Africa's digital economy. Away from that, the government is set to roll out the much anticipated Nkoko Nkete program in the first week of October. The initiative is expected to reduce Ghana's heavy reliance on imported poultry, which costs the country over $300 million annually. More in the following report.
Under the program, government will procure 3 million birds. Each constituency is expected to receive 10,000 birds free of charge. In addition, 80,000 birds will be supplied to 50 commercial-scale farmers, while medium-scale farmers will each receive between 1,000 and 3,000 birds. According to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, commercial and medium-scale farmers will be required to pay back the cost, but the birds allocated to constituencies will be distributed at no charge to beneficiaries. The initiative is expected to cost government approximately 200 million cedis. Currently, Ghana imports over 80% of its poultry needs, a situation the ministry describes as unsustainable. The government is optimistic that the program will significantly reduce imports and strengthen the poultry sector to meet rising domestic demand. The program was initially scheduled to launch in July but was delayed, prompting concerns from poultry farmers over the lack of updates.
It's been touted for a long time, but from where we sit, I don't know what is holding the launch of the program. What I would ask is maybe the update to the farmer associations as present state of the project, so that we can also plan along those lines and see that maybe the next 1 month or in the next 2 months, the project is going to be launched, and also where the participants will be able to take their bets for the processing.
At a recent engagement, however, Minister of Food and Agriculture, Agric Opoku, confirmed that the rollout will begin in October.
Plans are far advanced, and it's likely that at the end of the month or the first week of October, His Excellency the President will launch the program. And all of you will be invited, and then we'll start the distribution to the various constituencies for distribution to the beneficiary farmers.
Minister of Food and Agriculture Agric Opoku ending Daniel Oduro-Mensah's report from Agric to Energy because consumers should brace for higher prices at the pumps as prices of petroleum products are set to increase in the first pricing window of October, which begins today. Petrol prices at the pump are expected to rise up to 2.47%, 3.4% for diesel, and 4.01% for LPG. This is as a result of the combined impact of rising international products prices as well as continued seasonal depreciation of the cedi. But the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana has some concerns. It says the country must build strategic fuel reserves and address currency depreciation to cushion consumers against price hikes. Duncan Amoah is Executive Secretary of COPEC.
The currency would need to be looked at, and then again, you also need to plan by way of ensuring you have some stock, strategic stock. We still continue to be price takers. We still continue to be a country that depends on either external shocks or the internal imbalances. If we do not start planning for our people, like I have always suggested, we'll simply be getting some of these adjustments every now and then. Even when international market prices are not so bad, the internal imbalances or shocks would make Ghanaians pay more. And I think that it should be a source of worry, at least to the handlers of the economy, that fuel prices are gradually going up again.
Duncan Amoah is Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers. Now, some DSTV subscribers in the country want government to ensure MultiChoice Africa delivers not just more but quality and accessible channels as the pay TV provider introduces new value upgrades. Starting today, October 1, 2025, customers will benefit from sweeping improvements across all subscription packages following an agreement between the government and MultiChoice Africa. Daniel Oduro-Mensah reports again.
Per the new arrangement, subscribers on their Paddy Bouquet will be upgraded to Access, while Access subscribers move to Family. Family Bouquet customers will be upgraded to Compact. Compact subscribers to Compact Plus, and Compact Plus subscribers will now enjoy Premium. Government says even Premium subscribers will not be left out as they will be automatically entered into a draw for an all-expenses-paid trip to Dubai. This initiative runs for 3 months, after which a stakeholder committee will review the packages. In Accra, subscriber Haruna Mohammed emphasized that adding more channels must also come with improved accessibility.
Lately, you will see that the channel you have been paying for, it will be turning no signal, no signal. I can call my DSTV repairer to come and reset, but still no signal, no signal. So maybe what the minister have done, me particular, I'm okay with it, with the price. But the problem I have is they should watch on their signal.
Other subscribers shared optimism that the new upgrades will give them more channels at affordable rates.
Consumers demand for reduction, yes, because sometimes when you are bringing the packages and everything, the consumers are the ones who will feel how it is and then how it is relating with their packet or their daily life.
Normally, we expect more channels for access. The channels we see me like this, you know, share the job me like that. But now the one advance go family, but the money too cheap for them. So I happy say I go get access to family where I go pay them the same amount that they pay previously. So I did that.
You had a DSTV subscriber ending that report filed by my colleague Daniel Odro-Mensah. That's our package. October already starting off with a lot of things happening today, from DSTV package shifts for prices going up in Kokon Kete expected later on, all at a time of a credit crunch. But I want to wish you a good business day, Amni Lati.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Ah, Ma, have you received the delivery?
See, the rider's bay. Send in the Momo.
Okay, *17.
Pow. Don't you use a smartphone? Use the Momo app, ne?
Huh? Abba app.
Hey, I want to say a millennium, millennial. Inim. Oh, millennium for ya nyaze. Switch to the app. Or you're smart and or you're secure.
Enter a world of possibilities with the Momo app. Pay your favorite merchant, pay utility bills, and borrow from our wide range of lending services. Move to the app side today. MTN.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
7:15, EcoBank says it's amazing how the world is changing with all its evolutions. We've always been with you, pioneering a range of digital-first banking solutions designed for the way we live today. From the mobile app, EcoBank Pay, express points across the country. EcoBank is right where you are. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Over 2 million Ghana cedis is up for grabs in the Still Minsaka promo. Use your Momo app to make transactions of more than 100 Ghana cedi daily. Win daily cash from 100 to 200 cedis, weekly jackpots up to 2,000 cedis, plus yellow biz routers or monthly prizes up to 5,000 cedis. The mega draw, a massive 100,000 Ghana cedis with more grand wins of 50,000, 30,000 and 10,000 cedis. It's not just the Momo apps, payments through bank transfers, POS, advanced services, and even third-party transactions also qualify. So don't wait, download the Momo app, transact and win in the Still Minsaka promo. It's running in collaboration with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. T's and C's apply. Kickoff is next. Brought to you by Lesheho. Let's give you financial freedom, okay? Talk to us whether you're thinking about education, rent, or you have unexpected expenses to take care of. We've got the right loan to meet your needs at the right time. Simply call or WhatsApp Nana on 02700 4799. Let's make life easier together. T's and C's apply. A shareholder, let's improve life. Benjamin and Katia with Kickoff.
Wonderful morning to all of you out there. In the headlines this morning, Ghana's Black Starlets reached the finals of the ongoing Wafubi Under-17 Cup of Nations. Also, Liverpool lost again, this time in the UEFA Champions League, plus more updates from day 2 of the Champions League action. There's more in the bulletin. Thanks to Shell Go Well, Zonda GH, Politan Ghana, and Lecheho Let's Improve Life. Let's start off with some local football now, and the Director General of the National Sports Authority, Jan Pofuankra, has launched Ghana's countdown to the 2026 FIFA World Cup on September 30. Now, just 254 days away, under the theme Bridging the Gap, Fostering Connections Between the USA and Ghana Through Football Culture. Now, it emphasized the tournament's role in strengthening ties between the two nations. Let's get on to some other stuff now. And Ghana's Black Starlets have reached the final of the ongoing Wafubi Under-17 Cup of Nations following their semi-final win over Nigeria. Now, the Blacks Starlets scored twice in the opening half of the game at the Charles Konan Bani Stadium to ensure they advanced at the expense of their Nigerian counterparts. Now, with their victory over Nigeria, the Starlets will now face Cote d'Ivoire in the final, which is scheduled for Friday, October 3. Ghana's appearance in the final also means they seal a slot at the next edition of the Under-17 African Cup of Nations, returning to the continental tournament for the first time since 2017. Let's move it on and talk about some Ghana Premier League related stuff now, because the managing director of the Agricultural Development Bank, E.A. Sapong, has explained that the partnership with Swedro All Blacks aligns perfectly with the bank's core values, which informed the decision to select the club as a strategic partner. Now, speaking after they signed a partnership deal with the club yesterday, he believes that the club will be one of the top teams within the Ghana Premier League this season.
Being competitive is one of our key pillars. So we look at innovation, competitiveness, transformation, and excellence. And we believe that you have the same principles and the same values that we are coming to the table. Our vision is huge, so is your vision. We think that we'll be among the top 3 banks in Ghana in a very short period of time. And so we also believe that you'll be at the very top of Ghana's Premier League in a very short period of time, and will stay there for a very long time. Our objective is to get to the top and stay there for a very long time, and we believe that your objective is also to get to the top and stay there for a very long time. And that is why we are coming together as partners.
You heard E.A. Sapon of ADB speaking. Let's get to some boxing stuff. And veteran boxing trainer Carl Loco believes setting up the new boxing IMC is a step in the right direction, but insists that the suspension of all boxing activities must be revisited. Now, this comes after boxer Ernest Akushe, popularly known as Bahubali, died days after a bout at the Bukum Boxing Emporium. While the exact cause of death is yet to be determined, preliminary indications have suggested it may have been linked to internal injury sustained during his bout. Now, according to him, any correction and good guidance for boxing are welcome.
Any corrections and any good guidance for boxing, we are welcoming it. But the main problem that we're talking about is the suspension for all boxing activities, because if that is going on, that means boxers who have to fight outside, international, those boxers who have also have to continue with their training. If you go on doing certain things, that means you are going against the decision or the news that is out there. And you don't know what is coming for any boxer at any given time. As we are talking now, some of the boxers have some fight outside already, and some also have got some kind of maybe advance towards the fight. As this thing is going on, then definitely the promoters outside, even Bosrick, have even now take all the schedules from Ghana out.
Veteran boxing trainer Carl Loco. Let's now turn our attention to Europe, because the UEFA Champions League served up some really good action last night. And when you get into the action, Real Madrid, they beat Kazakh side Kairat Almaty by 5-0. Kylian Mbappe getting a hat-trick in that particular encounter. Tottenham Hotspur were up against Bodo Glimt, played out a 2-2 draw in that game. Spurs head coach Thomas Frank, he praised the mentality of his side as they managed to get a result in that particular game.
Positive is, I think, the mentality and the character and the players was very good. Stayed in the game, kept fighting, and that gave us a very good point away from home when you're 2-0 down in a Champions League game, and especially against the Bordeaux team is very good here. Then you need to be happy with that. So I'm happy that we again got back into the game. I think that's very positive. I think until 2-0, I think it's fair to say, and especially the first half, Bordeaux was better than us. We know they're exceptionally good at what they're doing. Very well coached. So I think that was clear to see in first half.
Spurs head coach Thomas Frank. To the other matches that were played, Olympique Marseille, they beat Ajax Amsterdam by 4-0, and then Pafos also suffered at the hands of Bayern Munich. 5-1 is how that game ended. Chelsea Football Club reunited with Jose Mourinho. The game ended 1-0 advantage Chelsea, but they suffered another red card, making it 3 red cards in 3 successive matches. Chelsea boss is Enzo Maresca.
The effort was very good. The first half, I think, we were much better compared to the second half. The way we managed the ball, the way we create some chances, we scored the goal. And then second half, for different reasons, we dropped a little bit, but then the effort from the team was very good.
It's your first clean sheet in 6 matches. How big does that feel, particularly with the injury issues you've had?
Yeah, absolutely. In the last 2-3 games, for different reasons, we consider 2-3 goals. It's not possible. We need to be very good defensively in the way we have been for most part of last season, and yeah, with clean sheet and 3 points, it's a nice feeling.
Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca. Let's get to some of the other matches. Galatasaray beat Liverpool by 1-0. Victor Osimhen scoring a penalty to give Galatasaray all 3 points in that encounter. In the other matches that were played, Atletico Madrid also thumped Eintracht Frankfurt by 5-1. Now in the games to be played today, Union Saint-Gilloise will be up against Newcastle in the early matches, 4:45. Karabakh will also play Copenhagen at 4:45, and then when you get into the other games, there's Dortmund versus Athletic Club. Villarreal take on Juventus. Barcelona take on PSG in the headliner for the match day. Bayer Leverkusen are up against PSV Eindhoven. There's Arsenal taking on Olympiacos. Napoli will also be up against Portugal Sporting, and then Monaco will also take on Manchester City. All games happening at 7 p.m. Let's finish off with some basketball from the NBA and to the camp of the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James says the end is coming a lot sooner than later for his NBA career. Now speaking to the media in his 23rd season, the 40-year-old said he is invigorated and focused on the chance to compete for his next championship with the Lakers' revamped roster, but provided no clues about his retirement plans.
Don't know when the end is, but I know it's a lot sooner than later. So, just being super appreciative of the fact that I could come up here, do another media day, and talk to you guys, and do all this stuff around here. So, just excited about the journey and whatever this year has in store for me. No, I'm not waiting on Bryce. No, I don't know what his timeline is. He's his own young man now. Like, he's down in Tucson. We'll see what happens this year, next year. But he has his own timeline. I got my timeline, and I don't know if they quite match up.
Lakers star player LeBron James bringing an end to this morning's edition of Kickoff. I am Benjamin Nketiah. Kickoff proudly brought to us by Shell, Go Well, Zonda GH, Polytank Ghana, and Let's Share Ho, Let's Improve Life. There's more sport at citysportsonline.com.
Services, innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. stuck with nothing. No matter your situation, let go, we improve your life. Let go, let go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let go, we improve your life.
Me, dear, affordable cooking oil is everything to me and my family. Sure, when I discovered that Frytol sachets come in different sizes, are affordable, and can be used to refill my original Frytol bottles, I switched fast from these Bubi Mami oils for the frying of my buffets and for cooking all my favorite meals.
Switch to Frytol sachets, your trusted and convenient cooking oil for all your Frytol bottle refills. You deserve a life of goodness. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello! Hey! What man? Let recite ho! No way! Nexus cable metal iron one out to the biomo. Nexus cable metal fossil. At a flexible. And a conduit cable 5,000 cities Rukobiara or 1Q distributor. And I want retailer Biara. Joe receipt. And I invoice. So phone. Let your invoice and I receipt a picture. Fuck WhatsApp numbers 055 255 7781 and 053 101 8643. Damadana! Obey Sika! Wawomo monodo. The send your phone anybody to invoice picture. About to use a distributor on the phone. That's a send invoice. Them mom Sikana. About wow phone no do. To Nexans cable. Or ISO certified. Made in Ghana Papa B. To invoice you WhatsApp numbers in there. Now what's a Rebecca cashback? Where you more
Nexans cable metal. Electricity no get leg. It be Nexans cable metal cable the carrier.
Ghana, are you ready? The biggest health walk is coming up again. It's the 9th edition of the Omni Basic Bank Health Walk, happening on Saturday, 4th October 2025 at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, 5:30 a.m. sharp. Come looking sporty. Grab your sneakers. Bring your crew, your friends, your family. Let's walk, let's vibe, let's jammer and keep fit together. Plus exhibition stands from our partners with massive discounts waiting just for you. Omni Basic Bank Health Walk. Better health starts here. Omni Basic Bank Health Walk. Energy, fitness, fun. Don't miss it or else Atasa. For more information, call us on 030-708-6000. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank account too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. You can't show off your emergency fund on Instagram, but when school fees are due or life throws a curveball, being ready is the real flex. Not what's in your wardrobe, but what's in your wallet. Petra is here to help you prepare in ways that truly count. Don't wait for a storm to start building. Let's do life together. Dial *447*70# to speak to a financial advisor today. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
It's 7:35. Good morning. It's my husband's birthday. Yao Osei Puku of Omni Basic Credit Department, Airport City. From your wife Agnes, from Ethan and Annalise, we love and appreciate you. Yao Osei Puku of Omni Basic Bank. Happy birthday to you, coming from your wife and your children. Happy birthday greetings to my Dr. Love, Dr. Mrs. Rita Patricia Frimpong Amenyo, Deputy Programs Manager of National TB Control Center, Kolebu. Journeying with you has been my sweetest adventure, a love story written by God himself. You're a woman of grace and substance, a priceless treasure my heart has uncovered. On this special day, I pray the heavens open wide over you. May your joy overflow like rivers, and may you never lack in love, peace, and God's abundant favor. From your husband, Architect Peter Achu Amenyo, to Dr. Mrs. Rita Patricia Frimpong Amenyo. Happy belated to Edem Kobla Gauga. Jijo and I are thankful to God for you. The kindness, responsiveness, attentiveness, and love you show us are deeply appreciated. Thank you for all the sacrifices, seen and unseen, that you make to ensure our comfort. We pray you, God, will never forget you. He will perfect that which concerns you, establish the work of your hands, and lift you to greater heights. With love from Edem and Jijo. To Edem Komla Gauga.
Is it money pass money or metal pass metal?
Both are true. both are
big
true.
Man,
Both
Charlie.
are true.
Big man. Bless you, bro. Bless you.
He's a big man with CBG. Today is the first day of October. Yesterday was his birthday, the 30th day of September. Birthday requests on this program are probably brought to you by MasterCard. Don't just send a request, spend. Using your card to shop, make payments on the go, whether it's breakfast, lunch, a snack, or dinner. Your MasterCard makes shopping locally possible. You can insert your card, you can tap or scan. Leave cash in the past, go to your bank, switch to MasterCard today, and do something truly priceless.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spots in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
So it's 7:39 on the City Breakfast Show. 8 o'clock we bring you tech and social media trends. And a couple of things are disturbing me this morning. So on one hand, we are told that we are experiencing glut. What is a glut? A glut basically means there's production that cannot readily be consumed, and therefore farmers are getting nobody to buy the thing they've produced, right? August 23, 2025, egg prices still high despite glut as costly feed and weak demand bite. Story on citynewsroom.com. I'm going to read that shortly. Then another one, glut threatens Ghana's food security as 100,000 tons of grain remain unsold. Story by Manuel Opong, September 22, 2025. Then we have rice farmers decry lack of market in the eastern region as they produce and get no buyers. Okay, so people are talking about a glut in eggs, a glut in grains, and a glut particularly in rice and maize. There was also a glut in tomatoes at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so basic economics teaches me if there is too much production, prices fall. Okay, so let me first prove that at least the glut is not an isolated story. So let me start with the maize. Emmanuel Pong reports that Ghana's grain sector is on the brink of crisis, with more than 100,000 metric tons of maize and rice from 2024 harvest still unsold. The situation has left farmers trapped in debt and threatens the survival of local processors. According to Chamber of Agric Business, the glut, worsened by a surge in cheap imports and rampant smuggling of substandard grains, forced many farmers to sell below production costs. With the 2025 harvest season fast approaching, the chamber fears the problem could intensify, undermining livelihoods, collapsing mills, and placing national food security at risk. In a statement, the CAG stressed that smuggled rice and maize, which evade duties and quality checks, are flooding Ghanaian market at artificially low prices. It warned that if the government does not act swiftly, entire subsectors of the maize and rice industry could collapse. Already, some mills and maize processors are operating below capacity, while others have shut down completely. So that seems to be a troubling one. Then, a month prior to this, Daniel Odro-Mensah, also for City Newsroom, writes, egg prices still high despite glut as costly feed, weak demand bite. Egg traders in Accra say soaring poultry feed costs are erasing the benefits of record high production, keeping prices elevated despite what farmers describe as a glut. At the La Paz and Malam markets, the traders argue that the high input costs continue to squeeze margins, with crates of eggs selling between 65 and 70 cedis. This is well above the 40 cedi price of previous years. Elizabeth Noete, a trader at La Paz, told City Business News, reducing feed prices is key to increasing sales and sustaining demand. Farmers also depend on eggs to feed their birds. If sales are low, we as traders won't have enough money to buy eggs, which in turn affects farmers who rely on these sales to purchase feed. We therefore urge the authorities to intervene and help reduce the cost of poultry feed. This would enable farmers to lower prices for us. Now, this doesn't make sense to me, people. You need maize predominantly and some soya to make feed. There's a glut of maize, yet you are saying feed price is high. As a consequence, you are not able to reduce the price of egg. Meanwhile, you say there's a glut in eggs. Okay, I do understand that you need soya and other materials to add to your maize. All right, but seriously, if you have a maize glut, the basic material for producing feed should be lower.
But is it every maize that is used for pepper?
So why don't you plant the maize that you need for feed? Because there's demand for feed that you can't get. Okay, so now you have a maize glut, yet feed price is high. You have an egg glut, yet egg price is high. Then Caleb, look for the story Kanako wrote from the eastern region about rice. I think this was 2 days ago. He said he went to some part of the eastern region where farmers said they had overproduced rice, or they had so much rice nobody was buying. All right, lack of market storage threatening our survival. September 28. This is just 2 days ago, story. This is Odan Kwanta. Rice farmers at Odan Kwanta, a farming community in Brim Central of Eastern Region, say they are frustrated over lack of ready markets and storage facilities for their produce.
Yeah.
They say the situation is crippling their livelihoods and threatening the future of rice farming in the area. The farmers caution that without urgent intervention, the challenges could undermine the sustainability of rice production and weaken prospects of other agric ventures. Odan Kwanta is home to 5 million centers, serving over 1,000 farmers and producing high-quality rice for consumers. But operators of the 2 mills, Kwame Boateng and Haji Musa Fuseni, warned that continued importation of foreign rice by successive governments, if not curtailed, could collapse their operations. The traditional leadership has also raised concern. Nana Asieduwa Anochewa, Queen Mother of Odan Kwanta, lamented the lack of reliable buyers, saying it is stifling local economy since money is not circulating as it should. Quote, many farmers, some with decades of experience, say they've never faced the challenges of this scale before. MCE of Brim South Central, Solomon Braku Kusi, attributed the difficulties to a bumper harvest. How is a bumper harvest a problem for Ghanaians? This doesn't make sense to me. He disclosed that the assembly will soon engage caterers of the school feeding program and the Ministry of Education to ensure school purchase rice directly from local farmers. Caleb, there's another story on tomatoes. What is going on? We produce extra maize, yet feed is expensive. We produce extra egg, yet egg is expensive. We are producing extra rice, yet rice farmers are complaining.
So I have the story on the Citi still strong, harvest impressive, but why are Ghanaians agitated over high prices of food?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is on the High Street Journal.
Before that, let me do the tomato one. So you see, I've done egg in August.
Rice.
Maize September 22.
Yeah. Rice
September 28. September 24. And guys, this is all this week. So this is not like history. September 24. Government buys tomatoes and onions from farmers in Asante Akim North. Why? Because there was a glut. All right, this is 2025. I'm reading a story now. It reads, this story is written by Doris Lonta, Citi Newsroom. Farmers in Asante Akim North of Ashanti have confirmed the purchase of some boxes of tomatoes and bags of onions from them in line with a recent government directive. Now, on September 15, which was a week prior to this week the story was written, the president directed the purchase of 1,000 boxes of tomatoes and 2,000 bags of onions from farmers in the municipality. The move was aimed at addressing concerns over post-harvest losses and farmers' lack of access to reliable markets. Although several media outlets reported that the produce had already been bought, Citi News confirmed that the directive had not yet been carried out. However, after several follow-ups, assurances were given that the processes will soon commence. In an interview on Wednesday, September 24, MC, a municipal best farmer, Prince Obing Amuaku, confirmed that a government delegation visited the area on Tuesday, September 23, to buy some of the produce. Yeah, it's true. They came to Ukugwa to buy some of the bags. Not all. They bought 800 mini bags of onions from us. And I learned they went to the tomato market too to buy some of the tomatoes. This is the information I have. Mr. Makun, however, could not confirm whether the quantity of tomatoes purchased met the directive of 1,000 boxes. He disclosed that officials assured them they would return to buy the remaining onions to meet the full target of 2,000 bags. He thanked the government for the intervention and appealed for further support to ease the challenges faced by farmers in the municipality. So, rice overproduction in Eastern region, tomato Ashanti region overproduction, maize overproduction, eggs overproduction. Yet Caleb says something.
Citi still strong, harvest impressive, but why are Ghanaians agitated over high prices of food? Now, despite a stronger city and a bumper harvest, Ghanaians are still grappling with high food prices due to transport costs, middlemen markups, poor storage losses, sticky pricing, and legacy pricing from earlier currency shocks. Frederick Adai writes first with a quote. Now, before the dollar went up to 16, most restaurants had food plates around 40 to 45 cedis. Then, in the forex craze, when the cedi lost much ground, most restaurants went to 60 to 80 cedis. Higher end places went from around 120 to between 240 to 480. The dollar came down, but the food got stuck there. We are paying too much for food, unquote. This is a Facebook post of Oliver Bakavomao, a well-known social activist, expressing his frustration over the price of food. Now, active users of social media can testify that his sentiments mirror those of many other Ghanaians who have taken to social media platforms to express their frustrations over the current cost of food. Now, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, received a fair share of bashing on social media after he made a comment that food is now cheap in Ghana. Some social media users questioned if he indeed meant this Ghana or a different kind. For every living soul, food is not a luxury, it's a basic necessity. Why Ghanaians expect food prices to drop significantly? Okay, so at least two conditions make the expectations for price reduction of food valid. The first reason is the significant appreciation of the local currency. The strengthened cedi is expected to result in the reduction of goods and services, including food. Shamefully, an agrarian economy like Ghana is still not food sufficient, and hence a significant volume of the food consumed in the country is imported. Simple Eco 101 Economics 101 teaches that a strong local currency, in this case the appreciated cedi, makes imports cheaper. Hence, Ghanaians are right to expect a price reduction in food. Take this recent post from social activist Oliver Bakavomao, for example. He recalls that before the cedi plunged last year, a restaurant plate cost about 40 to 45 cedis. When the dollar shot up and the cedi tumbled, prices doubled to 60 to 80 cedis, and in fancier places, meals jumped from around 120 to as much as 480 Ghana cedis. Now, even though the cedi has bounced back, those prices remain stuck at the higher levels. The second reason that makes the expectation of a price reduction of food valid is the current harvest season. Given the seasonality of Ghana's agriculture, some food items are in season and hence in abundant supply. For instance, food items such as yams, tomatoes, plantain, and onions, among others, are in season. At least we have some farmers who have come on social media to beg for buyers because the food items are rotten on their farms. This resulted in a governmental intervention when the presidency directed that the National Buffer Stock Company buys from these farmers. Now, despite these situations, ordinary shoppers echo the same frustration that food remains expensive no matter what the city is doing. People wonder why a bumper harvest and a stronger currency aren't showing up in their market baskets. Why the mismatch? Economists and farmers point to several factors to explain this mismatch. Transport and fuel costs come up strongly in this argument. Even if the cedi gains, fuel prices and the bad nature of roads make moving food from farms to markets still costly, and traders pass this on to consumers. Also, the issue of middlemen and speculation plays a very critical role. Before the food gets to your plate, it goes through several hands. Each layer, wholesalers, transporters, and retailers add a markup, which are arguably exorbitant. Even some farmers complain that the margins these middlemen earn are far explosive than what those who toiled to produce. Sometimes speculative traders hold back stock to drive up prices. Moreover, storage and post-harvest losses are partly to blame. Ghana loses a large share of its harvest due to poor storage. Farmers may produce plenty, but by the time it gets to the city, most of them might have gone bad, probably due to the time spent on the road as a result of the poor road network, hence pushing prices up. There is also an economic principle known as sticking prices. In Ghana, prices tend to go up quickly but hardly ever come down with the same speed. Once consumers get used to paying more, sellers often leave prices unchanged. This explains why the kinky seller is not willing to reduce the price despite how significantly the prices of maize have reduced. So what can be done? Many Agric experts have consistently argued that the country can fix this. For them, Ghana needs to fix the structural issues behind food pricing, not just rely on cedi gains or harvest surpluses. They call on the government to invest in storage and processing so more of the harvest makes it to the market without waste. There is also a need to improve roads and transport systems to cut distribution costs. In addition, there is a call to strengthen competition in markets to reduce speculative markups while tracking and enforcing fair pricing in cases where traders exploit forex changes unfairly. The bottom line, in the long term, these steps could help ensure that bumper harvest and currency stability actually translate into lower prices for ordinary people. But for now, the irony persists. Though the city may be stronger, the farms may be producing more, but for the average Ghanaian, this is not reflecting on their plates.
Ministry of Food and Agriculture. We want to hear from you on this matter. What are the official statistics about food? Are we actually in a glut, or is this just episodic? We've mentioned maize, we've mentioned rice, we've mentioned tomatoes and eggs. Are those four enough for us to expect food prices to come down, or do we need more products to be produced? Now, so far the discussion has focused on the supply side. Let me talk about demand. Could it be that people don't have money and therefore they are not buying? That's why this whole thing is becoming an issue. You get it? Because we've heard people say contractors are not being paid. There's no money in the system. Teachers have not been paid. At least 6,700 teachers say they've not been paid for 13 months. So maybe if people had money, they would have bought more and prices will come down. But because people don't have money, they are not buying. So it's not even because the production in it. Maybe it's just brokerage. You know, Vivian did a story yesterday that people are not even borrowing. When you go to the T-bill market now, government is not raising as much as it could. Generally, government borrows in two ways. You can either go to the local short-term end, which is treasury bills, long-term bonds, or international. Okay. Now, for a long time, the T-bill has been the mainstay, and it's largely been oversubscribed. But the story she did suggest that people are not really keen because the rates have come down. So there's a whole sort of chicken and egg, right? When the rates are high, it pushes inflation up. But when it also encourages people to patronize the T-bill market. But when the rates are low, it's not attractive anymore. Okay, so a stable economy has also its downsides. Then there's a whole issue around Uncle Atu. Right? So on one hand, he's forcing because we know inflation has come down, and generally inflation is terrible. When inflation is high, it's a tax on your income, and when you have an unstable currency, it's terrible. Right? So a stable currency is great. The currency appreciated and it sort of stabilized around 12-13. Okay, but the BOG's policy seems to be mopping up liquidity from the market. They are lowering their rates. Okay, so they are pulling money away from the system. So people don't have money. When I look at your face, I don't think you have too much money this week. When I look at Rich's guy, he's not happy. There's no money in the system. So in a sense, we should also look at the issue of money in the system. All right. So I'm saying there are two people who have to answer this question today. Minister of Agric, what are you doing about all the issues of post-harvest losses, storage facilities, and market for the producers of all these items? But Minister of Finance, is your tightening policy causing problems for the rest of us because nobody has any money? When I woke up today, I didn't know it was 1st October. Because usually when it's 1st October, you can sense it. When the month ends, you will know. When I look at my bank account, today could have been 5th January. It could have been 16th April. It could have been 26th November. It's like there's no evidence at all that today is 1st October, which is not used to be the case. So what do we want? Stable economy. It can also mean things are tight. When things are also moving fast and money is moving to inflation, things will overheat, things will go down. So what do we really want? So I don't know. When we come back from the break, I'll see if I can address the matters. But by the way, listeners, is it that you don't have money to buy food or food is expensive? Why aren't you buying the eggs? Why aren't you buying the maize? Why aren't you buying the tomatoes? Why are farmers complaining that nobody's buying their things? Poultry farmers, you say you don't have feed, yet there's a glut of maize. What is the issue with Ghana? I need some explanation. You've overproduced rice, overproduced maize, yet you don't have feed for your chicken, your local poultry to eat. How does that work? I don't know. Maybe government should come up with a soya plan to say, look, let's boost soya production and boost the production of the maize that is used in poultry feed. Because you cannot be poultry self-sufficient in kitty if the cooker will not get poultry feed. And the feed has 3 ingredients. All right. I'm told definitely soya, maize, and some other item. You should experiment. The government should have a national soya growing program so that if enough maize, yellow maize, it's not yellow maize that they use. Yeah. Yellow maize plus soya. Because if you cannot produce enough chicken to eat, what else can you do? You know, so I think the government needs to get this act together on the Agric side. In the meantime, you've been planning and waiting for the right time to make your move. Well, Stanbic Bank rates have dropped, and this is the time. Take this bold step to fund your dream with a Stanbic personal loan, vehicle loan, consumer finance, solar loan, home loan, or credit card. Be unstoppable. Visit stanbic.com.gh to get started. Yumvita infant cereal with milk is making feeding time for babies 6 months and over very easy. With 3 delicious flavors, rice, wheat, and maize, and wheat, baby gets a variety of cereals. Yumvita infant cereal is enriched with Nutri-V, which contains not 1, not 2, not 3, but 16 essential vitamins and minerals, including zinc, iron, and calcium. We recommend you only add previously boiled water, stir, and feed the baby. Yumvita, good nutrition for a strong start. This advert is FDA approved. I know adults who also eat these things, but we cannot hold it against them. For your reliable power, there's only one name: Cummins. We have world-class generators which are durable, reliable, fuel efficient, and come with world-class warranty, giving you peace of mind. 20 kVA, 30 kVA, 60 or 100 kVA at very affordable prices. We do free delivery, free installation and commissioning, and free 500-hour service. We also do aftermarket support with genuine parts, filters, oil, and other things. We are at Odoko, Old KTS Yard. Call us on 0302 301 451. And if you are a customer of Enterprise, they must be gaining advantage points. You can rack up points and score awesome rewards just by making purchases, renewing policies, and more, all through our self-service portal or the Enterprise Advantage app. Log into your account, access Advantage Point, and start earning points for rewards like airtime, Momo, and more. Visit my.enterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Enterprise, your advantage. Tech and social media trends.
It's brought to us by Telecom and First Bank Ghana. From September 1 to November 30, use your First mobile app or *894# for your everyday transactions and stand a chance of winning a cool 500 Ghana cedis cash every single week. We are rewarding digital and smart banking. The more you use your First mobile app or *894#, the better your chances of winning. So do not wait, just grab your phone. It could be a lucky winner. Join the First Bank Ghana family as a customer. If you are not one yet, dial *894# or download the First mobile app to initiate the account opening process. 0596 921 921 is the number to call. First Bank, you first.
Edwin Kwakofi.
Hello, Ghana.
Yeah. Edwin.
Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, everyone else.
How are you doing?
I'm doing quite good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
What's the trend for the morning?
So, first trend, DSTV Samjo. They are still trending.
Still in the trend.
Still in the trend. Because today is the 1st of October, which is when the Minister for Communication said the DSTV package upgrades will take place. So I've been scouring the net to see if people have been talking about it. And yes, we've seen a few screenshots of people who've paid for, say, the compact plus package and been upgraded to the premium package. So it seems to be in effect the number of screenshots I've seen of people who've been sharing.
In fact, I said yesterday, Mr.
Metewe, it was automatic.
Yes, it was automatic. So
Mr. Metewe was saying that he has seen more channels on his bouquet now.
Yeah, so
then it means I'm going to premium.
Yeah, so when you upgrade, DSTV sends you a message that if you keep paying for that package, you'll be upgraded to the next highest.
What if I don't keep paying?
But one particular complaint has been made that we've not seen any statement from DSTV, explaining the new regime and
They should come and talk for themselves. Why is the minister?
I mean, I've seen reports on what our good friend Niyama Dagado, who is in charge of communications, had said elsewhere on a number of platforms. I mean, trying basically to explain that it's a win-win.
In interviews, not in a statement.
Yes, in interviews. So,
okay. The Daga.
The Daga himself.
Daga himself.
Yeah, which is fine, but I think people are calling for an official statement and maybe an explanation of how everything
the
works
mechanics
from the company itself and
Thank
not
you.
the minister. So that is also trending.
Let me also say that GTV has taken advantage of the situation, and since yesterday they've been running name and shame without in the opposite direction.
Name and shame of what?
For ministers who have not paid their TV licenses.
Do they still, is TV license still an issue?
Yeah, TV license is still in the system. So they have, for now, they have regional ministers league table.
Oh, stop it.
So Dr. Frank Amwakuheni, who is in charge of the Ashanti region, we are told he has paid his. Then Rita Akosia Awate, Eastern Regional Minister, she's also paid hers.
Her TV license?
Yes, my minister.
How much is the TV license?
I don't know. James Gudu, who is the Volta Regional Minister, has paid. And then Akamugri, Unatus, Atanga,
thank you.
Upper East Regional Minister
has also paid.
Now, and then also finally, Ediamwa Eko Ochri, who is the Central Regional Minister, has also paid.
Okay, we're here.
So if you have not heard your name, it means you have not paid your.
I didn't even know TV license was still an issue in Ghana.
It is.
Okay.
People are
Again, as I said, it's the 1st of October, so it's the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's already trending very heavily because October is a month that allows people to spread awareness on breast cancer, how to check how the fact that it's not just women who suffer from breast cancer, men could also suffer from breast cancer. So it's just a month to let everybody be aware of the situation and get checked as well. Also, it's Cyber Security Month worldwide. So based on recent issues, I think we can see how
Cyber Security Month.
Yeah, Cyber Security.
We need it brutal.
Yeah, so I think we understand why it's very important based on what has happened recently. So now, last night there were UEFA Champions League matches, and of course that's trending. The third top trend in Ghana is Liverpool.
Hey!
Yes.
Why is Liverpool trending?
Liverpool's trending because they lost to Galatasaray, and it's their second straight loss.
So why is that a trend?
For a team that was seen to be unbeatable because of the players they've bought.
What is this?
What is this? Liverpool
of all the things to trend in the world, Donald Trump, we have a shutdown, world crisis, and all Gaza can it be fairly and your name here. Liverpool trending Yegbanyina.
Shall I record this voice?
Of all the issues in this world.
That's all I'm saying.
No, people should stop that. They should trend other things. All the problems in the world, Agric, AGOA is ending. You know, Charlie, Liberia issues, more matters, Congo DR.
Oh, what's up, bro? You know, they say you will explain tire.
Food prices are high. All kinds of issues in this world, though. Then you are thinking Liverpool losing to Galatasaray.
Yes.
No, Ghanaian social media, we are not serious. No, they are not serious. Charlie, let Gaza trend. Let Donald Trump, US shutdown, visa revocation, deportation. All these
those are the matters.
Then you say Liverpool have lost the match, so it's number one trend. A nation like that cannot progress.
Okay, so other trends related to the Champions League. Harry Kane, he scored another brace, his 5th of the season, his 20th goal for club and country in just 11 matches. So wonderful form for Harry Kane. So we move on to tech news. And actors in Hollywood are very upset. They are up in arms over the creation of an AI actress who is called Tilly Norwood. So apparently talent agencies are clamoring for her signature now to use in various projects, and movie studios are also embracing the possibility of introducing these AI actresses. So her creator has responded to the backlash and says that she's not meant to replace human actors, but the actors are also upset because they feel that the AI actress was trained using their work in the past. Yes, so they are also very upset that such a creation has even been made. You know that recent strikes by SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Union and Writers Unions, have centered over the use of AI for writing and also the possibility of AI replacing them as actors. So it's a huge issue in Hollywood at the moment, which could lead to more strikes in future. But it also presents an opportunity for us in Ghana to start thinking about how AI could be used and any restrictions that could be put in place to protect professions like acting, like media work, because one day somebody can just say we want AI to do the work.
I keep saying, AI can help you if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
So for me, the key is knowing how AI can make you work better.
Yeah.
All right. It's how human beings use it. And I've sort of come around on this. I used to be very skeptical, but I can say to you that if you learn how AI can be used, you can be 10 times more productive as a journalist. So let's learn how it works. It shouldn't replace our thinking, but it obviously will help us in being more productive.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, if you need some direction on how to, you can.
You want to be an AI consultant now?
Oh, better.
Economy matters. So now you are on air creating an AI consulting company.
Better. Why? I mean, Tekura has been talking about Tekura. You have been doing, and I'm saying I'm not complaining.
So you want to?
I'm just helping people.
You want to form AI consultancy?
This guy, you're on your own.
Charlie, this is all economy matters. A whole this is guy now doing AI consult. AI consult. What can you create?
There is small money, there is big money, and there is too much money. Telecom Too Much Money promo is here. Dial *500# to opt in. In the Telecom Too Much Money promo, you can win 100 Ghana cedis cash in the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis in the weekly draws, and 1.2 million Ghana cedis in the grand draw. That's 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Simply reload airtime to earn points to stand a chance to win. Dial *500# or visit the Telecom Play app to opt in now for the Telecom Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
You're looking for a bank to rely on? Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Would we sick out to bank baby? No lie, only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe, universal banking ain't me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt, they tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed you, I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away? How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes. Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. I
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
You can't tell what your baby will become or what his interests will be. But you can help her get a strong start with good nutrition. Yum Vita, made with the goodness of milk, plus Nutri-V, is a delicious, nutrient-rich cereal for your baby. Oh yeah, older ones love it too. Give your baby good nutrition for a strong start. Yum Vita is available in other yummy variants. Yum Vita, a delicious way to grow. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, El Chamano, I agree to. I make you. Salary them pay last week. This week, no, it finished. How? But don't you have GCB mobile app? Just request a salary advance. You will get it in 30 seconds. Gosh, it just dropped like it's hot.
Get up to 80% of your salary anytime with the GCB mobile app at the lowest interest rates. Switch to a GCB salary account now and payday can be any day. Download the GCB mobile app on Google Play, App Store, or Huawei App Gallery. T's and C's apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Lakeside Estate is calling all business owners, institutions, and HR heads. Want to give your employees more than just a paycheck? Give them a place to call home. At Lakeside Estate, we're making it easy for companies to support their staff with beautiful lifestyle choice and affordable homes through flexible payment plans, staff financing, and mortgage options. Whether it's a 2-bedroom starter home, 3 bedrooms, or a spacious family home, Lakeside Estate has the perfect package for your team. Strong structures, modern finishes, and a vibrant community all are waiting. Let's partner together to give a lifetime value for your staff. Call our sales expert on 020-477-5042 or 020-477-5040 or visit lakesideestate.com. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
Asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509-551-609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
Seventeen minutes past 8 on the City Breakfast Show. Kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Twisco, enriched with energy and fortification into one word. Now, it includes energy boosting vitamins and minerals B, C, D. Let me do a quiz. What does vitamin C do? Vitamin D. I have to go back.
Vitamin D is good for your bones.
Vitamin A.
Vitamin A, that's a difficult one.
It's for your eyes.
Yeah.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C will be for the acids that you need, if I remember properly. My home economics.
Your BC certificate is very under threat at this point. So we have B, C, D, and iron. It's just 2 cedis. You can treat yourself and your little ones to rich, delightful, chocolatey Twisco. Simply mix with water, add milk, stir, and enjoy. We have 20 gram sachet, 400 gram, and 400 gram tin. Twisco, power your dream. This advert is FDA approved. In the meantime, which food is expensive in town for you? Let's know. Is it eggs? Is it chicken? Is it maize? Now, here's one from the board, management, and staff of Zenith Bank. They are happy to say we are 20 years old, 2 decades of impact, and a lifetime of shared growth. We are thanking our customers for their support, and we are thanking all our stakeholders for being with us for 2 decades. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. I have a question for you. Have you ever imagined owning your dream house and paying within 5 years with absolutely no interest? Caleb, this is you. And on top of that, driving home in your own electric car.
Oh,
your boss is here with over 300-kilometer range.
Father.
It's not a dream.
It is possible.
It's the magic of Afro-Arab properties. We are best known for building the most affordable, accessible, and quality homes in Ghana. And rewarding our clients with amazing extras. We have 1 bedroom. You passed that stage. 2 bedroom. Even that is some way. 3. Yeah, it looks like 3.
Yeah, man.
Even 4 bedroom. We have covered all the prime locations. Manette Bintex, we did it. East Legon Hills, also known as Maijo, we did it. Santo,
okay,
we did it. Ashali Boche, we are there. Tema Community 25, we are there. O Ningo, we are there. Amasaman, we are there. You know the funny thing? You can call it Amma Samai, but it's Amasaman. Amasa's hometown. But Amasamai, Amma the ghost.
Like near Masana Mwale.
Yeah, so it's Amasaman, but we call it Amasaman. Yes. Apollonia, Maijo, and more. Now here's the key. Call Afro-Arab on 0551. Call it, write the number. 0551 753 231. Sky, can you mention this number anyway? 0551 753 231. Mention it quickly. 0551 and 1 753 231. You be champion.
Come on.
But the zero no. The zero no. Okay, let's try it in Ghana. 0551. Let's go. What is 0 in Ghana?
Charlie, I have to speak tongues.
What is 0 in Ghana?
Deep.
What is 0 in Ghana?
You know, it's tricky.
No.
No.
You don't know 0 in Ghana?
I've forgotten my Ghana.
Ekome is 1. Enyo is 2.
Oh, that's easy.
8 is me. What is 5?
Enumo.
So, but the 0, no, what be 0?
I forgot.
Oh, Savez. I'll take it from your salary.
That's if there's something left.
Okay, let me try with you. Infante. 0 is what? She. 5 is what?
Enum.
Into 0551. Say it quickly.
But the she, I'm not certain. But she. Enum. Enum. No,
753.
Hey, 7. And son.
5.
Son, enum, ebasa.
Instead of miensa.
Yeah.
Ebasa. And then 231.
Ebien. Ebasa. Nakro.
Charlie, fancy the view. Ebien. Ebasa.
And nakro.
You know, that is mienu, but I say ebien.
Ebasa.
No.
And nakro.
Charlie, fancy the sexy.
Ebasa.
Ebasa.
And nakro.
And a 4 be what?
Anan.
Oh man. No, Charlie.
So when you're 4 now, it also be say
what? No. Charlie, no. Fancy the B. Hey, Ebasa. So 0. Ebasa is 3. So what what's the miensa is Ebasa. Mienu is ebien. Anan. And 5 is what?
Anan.
And 5 is nkron.
5 is
enum. 6 is what?
Son. Nsia.
Charlie, 7 be what?
7 and son.
8.
8 and what?
9 be what? Oh my God. 10.
Hey. You say the same thing.
No. Fancy the B. It be too much. So that's the number. Afro-Arab properties. Now, good food starts with good local seafood. At Oceans Mall, we bring you all your favorites.
Yeah, man.
Shrimp, squid, octopus,
my God,
lobster,
tell me,
grouper fillet, and other types of fish. Whether you're cooking for the family at home, serving guests in a hotel, or running a busy restaurant, we've got you covered with fresh, reliable supply every week. Just call or WhatsApp 055-557-6869. Ocean Small, this is the cat. But do you know that if my show was hosted in Ebe, I will be unemployed very soon. Because by the time there are days I try to say, let me read the English LPM in my local language. I tire of. It's tough now. So, but start at Ebe station. Sky will be the morning show host.
There's a what do you call it?
A what?
Zero in Ga.
Obeyable.
Never heard this before, but I mean, I just didn't know it. So,
are you sure zero is obeyable?
Well, it's somebody who sent it. Mr. Dona didn't teach me that one.
Now, there's great news for Fidelity Bank customers. For the next 3 months, starting September 1st, actually, I started already, through November, customers can enjoy free withdrawals when they use the mobile app at our agent locations. It's safe, it's fast, and it's convenient. Plus, all our agents are fully certified to serve you. So don't miss out on this exciting offer. Download the Fidelity mobile app today and enjoy seamless transactions at agent points nationwide. Now, Francisca is going to read a poultry farmer's analysis of the situation for us shortly. But before we do that, cowbell has you in mind. Our premium... Yes, you. You don't know that you need cowbell.
They say what?
They say you for buy the premium. Available in 23 grams at 4 cedis, 360 grams at 60 cedis, or 400 gram tin at 85. If you want to do economy, the Vital Rich is also there. 14 gram is 2 cedis, 23 grams is also 3.5 cedis, and then there's 360 gram sachet at 50 cedis. There's a cowbell for everyone. Cowbell is our milk, or as they say, our milk.
Okay.
Yes.
I have someone.
Talk to me.
Birthday dedication before.
The birthday?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just do Abonti. Help me do this one to Honorable Emilia Atta.
Hey! You mean the fish? Emilia Atta?
Yeah.
Emilia Atta.
Yes, please.
Charlie, look for a song titled Emilia.
Emilia.
We'll drop it for Emilia Atta.
You know, she carries some. Oh, we do Emilia.
We'll play that one. Did you hear her at the vetting?
My God.
Charlie,
Emilia has always been. Emilia went to St. Mary's and Laboni. She was my classmate in Laboni. And KNUST first. But she's always been a prefect person.
Yes, it's like the ABC hot type. The ABC hot type.
Brutal.
But she's from Shama.
Very much.
ABC hot.
Proper fancy.
You comrade.
No, they were there. You know the.
Yeah.
You know what? When I see her, I see glory. No, there's a reason why. You know her natural white, grey
auntie.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
With
show respect immediately.
Yes.
No, you know the aunties, they don't say anything, but when you see them,
voila.
And she doesn't take nonsense.
Yes, Emilia, God bless you. Keep you prosper in good health and everything you do.
And may the fish increase.
Yes,
may you unlock the fish.
Don't go and take some key and go and do photo shoot at the shore now.
Don't lock the fish.
Going to lock the key.
Open the fish.
It's not concert.
Open the fish.
Bullet fire.
Open the fish. Make fish count. Yeah,
do the work, Emilia.
What to do?
I will spend money to do that key.
Oh, exactly. Stop the joke.
So she must unlock the fish.
Hey!
Emilia, Osempa, Kekebi.
So today is the birthday of Emilia Arthur, so we are wishing happy birthday.
Honorable Minister for Fisheries.
And no, there's also aquaculture.
And aquaculture.
The culture of aquatics.
No, Emilia, you do all. No, you do all.
No, be champion woman.
And Charlie, they make the work look so
do the work
easy, like Charlie. And unya bibi anka.
Solid. Even after they form.
But the Chinese people with the trawlers, they
do something.
If you don't deal with them,
the trawlers. Petroleum.
We will appear in your dream.
Yes. So are you using happy birthday, or you are also using the thing to be your own thing?
You see, she's not an ordinary person. Yeah.
Okay. No. Charlie, they say the zero no is called a flu.
A flu.
Or a flu. This a baby bono, if that is a new thing they are introducing to the curriculum.
So we have to say, oh, back here to the baby bono.
Yeah, I think that the baby bono thing, or even new thing. But the zero is a flu.
A flu.
You know what it means? A flu. It means it's wetness.
Wetness. So okay. I mean, it could be maybe the number of.
If like a baby boy is a new concept. From street to P. Obeyable. So we are coming to put the main thing in context. But Caleb, do two things for me before we go there.
If you're still undecided about taking the SG Ghana low interest rate, thousands of Ghanaians are already getting things done with our loans, and you too can, because you're at so you have just a few days left from now till September 30. Okay, that's gone.
Yeah, it's
so
gone. But
SG Ghana is running this promo. If you're a salaried worker, you're on Controller and Accountant General Department payroll, you work with an SG Ghana listed institution, or already bank with us, the clock is ticking. Apply it and receive a loan from us for your personal or business needs and enjoy unbelievably low interest rates during the Asante So loan promo. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 0302-214-314 for more details about the Asante So loans promo today. SG Ghana, the future is you.
Okay.
And let's talk about the refreshing taste of Piva. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. It's available at a local store near you. Call us on 0550-032-231. Piva Beverages, a taste you will love. It's winning season. The luckiest is back again, bigger and better. We've been talking about this for some time. Grab your phone, dial *712#. Choose option 1 to buy a ticket for yourself, option 2 to buy for someone else. Go with option 1 again if you want to choose your own ticket. If you want the system to generate one for you, go with option number 2. Confirm your payment with Momo, and then you'll be in. For those who are very tech savvy, you want to do digital, head to the luckiestafrica.com and then register. Pay with Momo if you're in Ghana. Use your card if you're abroad. It's your golden chance, because luck is everywhere. Once again, kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Twisco, enriched with NF4, a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, vitamin C, D, iron, and many more. At just 2 Ghana cedis, you can treat yourself and your little ones to a rich, delightful chocolatey taste of Twisco and power that dream. Simply mix with water, add milk, stir, and enjoy. Why wait? Head to your nearest store and grab your Twisco 20-gram sachet, 400-gram sachet, and 400-gram tin today. Twisco, power your dream.
Okay, so one of my Ghana teachers sent me a message. I'm going to play it on air from my phone. It may not be clear, but it will solve the equation for all of us.
Bernard, good morning. Zero actually has 3 names in Ghana. So Obeibo is one of them. But the first one is Hontong. Then you have Iflo. And then Obeibo. So Obeibo is not entirely wrong.
Okay. I prefer Iflo because Iflo is also an adjective. It means what you have done is worthless. So at least I can connect it to the number. None of Iflo. But the Hontong, you didn't know.
No, I didn't know any of it. Mr. The owner, forgive me change.
Charlie, but you stayed in Accra. You are partly Ga.
No, I did Ga.
You did Ga. Did you get 2 or 3 or 4?
No, I didn't get anything.
Speak the truth.
What did you get? I didn't take it to O level, so I think I knocked off after Form 3.
Those days in Medina, a lot of my mates were doing GA because that was the only subject they would do, and we're getting 4 and 5 and 10.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Complicated.
But it never crossed my mind. This Iflo, Obeibo,
Hontong.
No,
you didn't know. It's just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because Charlie was Kasad, you this kind of matter will follow.
Okay. All right. So we okay. What's my main issue today? This is my main problem. we've had at least 4 reports of some type of glut. In August, we heard of a tomato glut in Asante Akim. The MP had to come in to appeal for government to buy tomatoes and onions. Almost 2,000 cases. Then we're told there was a maize glut in some parts of the country, which occasioned the government to again order a buffer stock company to buy. Last week, our Eastern Regional correspondent went to a place in the region. There was a rice glut. We also told there's an egg glut. Yet food prices are not coming down. Now the thing that worries me about the egg one is that the poultry farmers are complaining that they don't even have the feed is too expensive. So a poultry farmer has sent me a breakdown of his costs. So I just wanted Francisca to read it to see if it can make sense of the situation for us.
Certainly, and here's the message. He says, good morning, Bernard and team. As a poultry farmer, this is what I can say about the current egg situation. Feed supply from my regular supplier or middleman at Ashiama Timber Market as at September 15th. 50 kg maize, 285 Ghana cedis. 50 kg soya, 370 Ghana cedis. However, I got a direct link to a maize supplier from Upper West at 235 Ghana cedis per 50 kg, delivered yesterday. I had to pay 20 Ghana cedis per 50 kg bag as transportation cost. With soya, if I'm able to take 200 bags or more directly from the warehouse, I will pay only 350 Ghana cedis per 50 kg. So eggs production cost is still high due to transportation and middlemen. Now he comes to egg sales, and he says currently I sell eggs at the following prices from the farm: large 56 cedis, medium 51 cedis, small 48 cedis, and pallets 43 cedis. My survey with the bulk buyers from my farm indicates they sell eggs at large for 64 Ghana cedis, medium 57 Ghana cedis, small 55 Ghana cedis, and pallets for 48 Ghana cedis. Hold on.
So a farmer, supplies large 56.
56.
The bulk buyers sell at 64. He supplies the medium at 51. Yes. The bulk buyers sell at 57. He supplies the small at 48. The large buyers sell at 55. And then there's the pallets or the pullets. He sells at 43. They sell at 40. So at least 5 CD markup or more.
Yes, averagely. So the above indicates overpricing because the driver delivers them at 1 CD per crate. I do add a crate or 2 depending on quantity one picks for possible cracks. So it's not expected that they add more than 3 Ghana cedis per crate. So you see another possible reason for the low sales of eggs.
So this is what's happening. He's saying I supply large at 56. The driver charges 1 cedi, so 57. He even makes provision for broken eggs. How come the large buyer is supplying to the retailer at 64? So the large buyer is getting at least 7 cedi per crate. It's too much. Which is why the thing is expensive. So it's not even transport, because it says the transport is just 1 cedi per crate. So the problem is
it's more the large buyers.
The pricing culture. It's the pricing culture of the large buyers, because they have the money to buy in bulk and they control the market. So I think I think we overblame transportation, because using this egg case study, fine, we are not saying that all the transportation costs are the same everywhere, but this guy's farm is somewhere in Accra. He gets his feed from either partly Ashaman and partly from the north. He says he does 1 ton of feed a day. That's 12 bags of maize, 3 bags of soya per day. The rest is wheat bran, shells, and concentrate and additives. All right. The issue of why we can't do feed in Ghana is a different question. But for me, this case study tells me that to really get to the bottom of food price hikes, the bulk buyers are the guys doing this. So maybe government must go back and start becoming the bulk buyer. Maybe that's the only way to solve it. What do you think?
Well, maybe we are trying to oversimplify a complex situation. You know, don't forget that the bulk buyer is also a distributor. because it's not a one-to-one function in terms of how they do their distribution. It's one-to-many. And that's a logistical logistics management issue, and that involves transportation as well. You know, regardless of how you look at it, you can't take away the component of transportation. And for them is the business of logistics, and so their overheads are all contained in the markups that they put there. Question: Would government be able to plug in the holes? The answer is yes and no. Government can do it, but it will come at a cost, and that will not be fair to the market. It won't be fair to the market. But if it's an interventionary approach to solve a particular situation, yes. But for the longer term, I think we should look at solving the elements of that supply chain, especially transportation. You know, we are still doing road transport, and you can't solve your Agric problems with road transport. Never ever. It won't happen until we get into rail transportation. So long as we spend money building roads and repairing roads, it will come at the expense of agriculture. That's where we are. Now, the story says that there's food glut. It's not glut. It's not.
Is it isolated?
It's not glut. Glut simply means that there's excess supply over demand. But in this case, it is regular supply. But what has happened is that people are unable to access. You see, so can we fix
that?
What is stopping people from accessing? Then we can talk about. I mean, glut gives an erroneous, picture, as if suddenly harvests have gone high, volumes have gone high, and still the market is not able to consume.
So I want to add some meat to your points and come back to challenge something. So my egg farmer sells the large crate at let me get the amount again. He sells the large crate at, I think, 56.
To who?
To a bulk supplier.
Where? In the farm?
No, he sends it to them.
Okay, so who covers the cost of transportation? Let's assume that he does. Okay.
Yes, and no, not the farmer, the buyer. Okay. And the buyer has 1 cedi per crate. That's what he said. So he says that I give it to him at 56, and then he expends a cedi per crate. A cedi per crate, right? So I sell it to him at 56. He expends a cedi per crate, and he sells as a bulk supplier at 64. Now, a listener who is a retailer says she lives at Tantra, and she buys that crate for 75. So I'm assuming it's a large crate. Now, and this farmer, I know his farm. It's in Accra, around Doyumu area. Yeah. So let's assume it's this Doyumu farmer who supplies to a large distributor at Achimota. And Achimota one sells to Tantra. I just want to look at the price markup. 56 from farm.
Yeah.
That he gives to the bulk supplier. The bulk supplier spends a cedi per crate. Yeah. So let's say maybe it's costing 57 or 58. Calm down.
A cedi per crate to do what?
For transport.
Okay.
That's what he pays to the driver.
Okay. Per crate.
Yes.
To take it to, let's say, their storage place.
Good.
Okay.
So it's moved from 56 to 57, 58. Now this bulk supplier
moves it to 64.
64. Okay. And now my retailer is buying at 75.
From who?
From the retail shop. So let's go through this. From Doyumu to Achimota. I sell it. The person spends 1 cedi to buy. This Achimota distributor may sell it to a retailer at 64.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And now the retailer is selling it to the end user at 75.
Yeah, that's regular.
Oh, from 56 to 7 to 20 cedi.
No, you see, and I'm saying that let's look at it from the logistics point of view. I'm not saying that this is how we should do it. I'm only trying to explain that the farmer, once the eggs leave the farmer's farm, breakages are not his concern.
He actually says he adds 1 or 2 crates for breakages.
I mean, if you have a truckload of eggs, definitely some are going to go off.
Let's talk to the Agric Minister, and then I'll come back to you. Good morning, Honorable Eric Opoku, Minister for Agric.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us. So, in the past 3 weeks, we've read 4 stories about supposed gluts.
Yes.
Tomato in Asante Akim Central, maize in a couple of places, rice in Odan Kwanta in Eastern, and in August, eggs in some parts of the country.
And several other places.
Very good. Now, what is concerning for us is twofold.
Yeah.
Why are there these isolated gluts? Is it that there's overproduction, or there's a question of lack of ability to buy, or transportation and lack of storage? What, in your view, is accounting for these reported gluts of these products?
Thank you very much, Bernard, and let me greet your cherished viewers. In fact, it is not isolated. It is nationwide. In all the production centers, that is what we are experiencing. As I speak with you, I'm returning from Bebiani to Kumasi. And it's the same situation. The rice farmers are complaining. They are produced in quantities beyond the market there, and they are not getting buy-in. In a Sunafo, in my own constituency, the youth that participated in the Feed Ghana program came to me that they are harvesting the rice in quantities, and they are looking for market. So it is not the case that we are recording isolated, situations or incidents. But what is happening now, it is a nationwide bumper harvest that Ghana is experiencing. Now, what has accounted for that? Simple. We launched what we call the Feed Ghana program. The first leg of the Feed Ghana program is a campaign for mass participation in the program. We campaign that individual households must have backyard gardens. We campaign that secondary schools must have school farms. And then from the beginning of the campaign up to today, we have on record 129 secondary schools participating. We also campaign for churches and faith-based organizations to also participate in the program. We have records of churches participating, some issuing instructions to their branches to take advantage of the fertile soil of our land to also produce something. We have also advocated that state agencies must also engage in the program. They are all participating. And you must understand that the agricultural space is dominated, it's entirely private sector led. And so when government creates that congenial atmosphere for the private sector to take advantage of, certainly we are likely to see some of these things. And let me agree that this year, the weather has also been very, very favorable. And so the result of all these things should be bumper harvest, which we anticipated at the beginning of the program. And that was why we made allocations to the National Buffer Stock to get themselves ready to procure the excess, mop up the excess produce from the market, store them, and release against emergencies. Now, your question relates to the price, eh? I think you asked about the price.
I'm not even gotten to the price yet. First, I wanted for you to establish that there was actually a nationwide glut, because I have just read 4 stories. Now you are saying
that one is not contestable. It is something that nobody can contest. No. Because, Bernard, you know we have 2 farming seasons. In the southern sector, they start their farming season from March, and then they harvest around this period. The northern sector, they start their season from May, June, and then harvest November, December. What we are seeing now is just the harvest from the southern sector. Very soon, the northern sector harvest will kick in, and then it is going to be serious.
Well,
the figures we have indicate that the number of people participating in agriculture in this country has increased significantly. We have a lot of our youth participating, and even journalists participating, footballers, everybody. Agriculture is now the cynosure of our country. Everybody is talking about, and everybody is participating. So certainly, we are going to have some of these things happening. That one nobody can dispute.
Of course, I'm sure later on you will give us the figures so we will see how big the glut is. The second question though is, if there's such a glut, why are food prices still so expensive? I think today we saw a story in the High Street Journal which says the basic cost of these food items is not coming down. So if there's so much overproduction, why are the prices still so high?
Now let me explain this. The Ghana Statistical Service in January 2023 indicated that food inflation, as the rate at which food prices were going up at that time, was 61%. In September 2024, it dropped to 22.1%. In January 2025, it rose to 23.8%. In September 2025, it has dropped to 14.8%. Bernard, what other things are you looking at to agree to the fact that yes, food prices are coming down? But let me take this out so that people will understand me better. Now, when you go to the production point, the farmers are complaining that they were selling a truck of yam at 7,000 Ghana cedis. Now, when they started harvest, it reduced to 4,000 and it's now hovering around 2,000, 3,000 at the production point, the farm gate. Now, when it comes to the centers, the urban areas, where people don't produce, they only consume, the figures we are receiving is that the prices are coming down significantly. But there is one problem. Some of our people in the cities don't go to the Ghanaian market like Abobroshi and others. They shop from the malls. When you go to the mall, some of the food items you see there are imported. And the prices cannot be compared to the local food now because local sources are now cheaper than the imported sources. Then again, regardless of the fact that we have some middlemen, some people operating as middlemen between the farmers and the urban areas, engaging in profiteering, trying to enjoy abnormal profits, buying cheaply from the farmers, and selling at cutthroat prices to the consumers, the prices are far, far, far better. We are asking Ghanaians that we have decided to produce to feed Ghanaian people. Ghanaian people must also reciprocate our gesture by eating Ghana.
Okay, Minister, let's pause on the second point you made. If there's so much food, a lot of my listeners go to market to buy food. Me, as I sit here, I don't buy from mall. We go to Medina Market to buy. We would have seen it. So if you say one of the reasons why the prices may be high is the choice of where to buy, I think most Ghanaians still go to markets to buy food. And if there's a glut, we will actually see it in the market.
If you go to the market to buy tomato, you appreciate that the price has come down. Because in terms of quantities, you see it. Some people came to my office and they were testifying to the fact that they went to the market and the quantity of tomato that they bought at that price, they've never seen it before. Even in onion, people were saying it. Plantain everywhere. I mean, I'm getting to Kumasi.
What about maize? What about maize and rice?
The price of maize has fallen so significantly to the extent that when it was 1,400 last year, now we are selling at 500, 400. In some markets, in Techiman, Agric area, the market people called, the farmers were saying that they are now selling below 400. And then we said, no, that shouldn't be. Then we should work to bring the price down. I have some colleagues, members of parliament, who are into the maize business. They procured the maize last year. They were keeping them thinking that they were going to get some profit, higher prices. Unfortunately, the price has fallen so low that the MP was in my office asking that we buy the bag of maize at 500. We said no. He said at the time he was purchasing, it was 900 per bag. But now because he's not getting the market and the price is collapsing, if we can even offer him 500, it will be okay. That is last year's produce.
Okay, so how come
we are now harvesting that of this year?
So, Minister, correct. How come poultry farmers still complain about the cost of feed? Is it that we are producing the maize that we eat and not the ones that the poultry farmers use? Because if maize is in such a glut, it should affect because maize is the bulk component of the poultry feed.
You see, we are now harvesting. And then the poultry farmers, what they use to prepare the feed, they use the dried properly, the thoroughly dried one. So they are still using the last year's produce, which they procured at that price. Now looking at what we have now, and the price at which the maize is being sold, certainly when they produce, next year it will bring the feed down. And we are also coming out with a lot of strategies. We are not looking at maize alone as the only ingredient that can affect the price of, poultry feed. There are other things that we are looking at. And so when we are done with all the strategies we are putting in place, certainly cost of feed will come down. I engaged with one of the poultry feed producers. The company is located here in Kumasi. And the man said, looking at the price at which they are buying the maize and the facilities they have to dry and other things, they are going to reduce the price of the feed significantly. And we have even engaged them to produce for us and then emboss on them and Nkokon Kitinkiti feed so that we can distribute to people who are participating in the Nkokon Kitinkiti project. So, Bernard, let us first understand that we have not seen this before. It's a blessing to this nation.
Well, sometimes some things emerge. We must sustain it before we can start.
This year,
Minister,
yourself, you participated in the campaign. Look at the Agric something that you did.
Yeah, the Agric fair, not the Agric something
that you generated. The advocacy that you have done on your stadium.
Yes.
So this interest must result in higher production.
Fair enough, Minister. If there's so much production, how come farmers are not able to store? Why is there a storage problem? Because people are saying nobody's buying. In the chain, you produce, you put in silos, you process.
I agree with you.
How come they need it to be bought immediately? Because this is basic agriculture, right?
Most of our farmers, they don't have storage facilities. Don't forget that when you look at the farmer population in Ghana, more than 80% is peasant farmers. They produce basically to feed their homes and sell the little excess to enable them buy the few things that they want to buy. Subsistence farming. These people do not have the capacity to provide the kind of silos that will be sufficient to accommodate the production that they are witnessing. But at least in the villages, they have small means of, storing food. What we are saying that we are developing the entire chain. We are developing the entire value chain from production until it gets to the table for consumption. So when they have the excess and people are not buying, buffer stock must step in there to buy that excess and then store them against emergencies. Storage is a problem because individuals do not have. But those who are into commercial farming, they have the storage facilities. Then let me indicate to you, one of the farmers came to my office and said he wants to produce 30,000 tons of yellow maize. And he wanted assurance from me whether government of Ghana can buy that. I told him, yes, we are ready. If the quantity is available today, he should let us know.
All right.
Yesterday, he called me and said the quantity is available. And I've provided his number and details to the buffer store for them to move in there immediately to procure those quantities.
Minister.
So these are some of the things that we should anticipate.
Fair enough.
We haven't developed our agriculture to its fullest. We are still developing, and we have to do this together. But it's an indication that don't look at it as a challenge alone. It is also an opportunity for investment.
Very good.
If we don't have storage facilities, can Bernard and others advocate for interested business guys, prospective business guys to also participate in that area, put up storage facilities like a colleague of mine is doing in the Bono region? We can do that.
All right, Minister, two points, and thank you so much for your time. Last year, we had a dry spell, 2024, which gripped at least 8 of our 16 regions. So it means that our harvested maize for last year was much lower than anticipated. So we need to put this year's production in context compared to last year, because we had a dry spell last year and you had good weather this year and your government programs have increased production. We must look at the bump in production from the context of the dry spell last year, because last year was not a normal year. That's point number one. Number two, because of the dry spell, there was a lot of imports. In fact, one report says Ghana's grain imports are projected to rise to 67% in 2025-2026 to ostensibly make up for the shortage of 2024.
That is excellent.
Good.
Is excellent.
So if you are importing much more maize in a time where people are producing more, you know that somehow the imports are able to be cheaper than the local producers for some reason. So maybe one of the reasons why the farmers are struggling is that maybe for rice, for example, the imports are much cheaper, and therefore people cannot patronize the local one, and this could translate to others as well. So the question of the imports should also be seriously looked at.
I agree with you that last year, because of the dry spell, there were a lot of import of rice and maize into the country. But don't forget that last year, the exchange rate was higher. So regardless of the fact that they were waiving taxes on those imports to make up for the shortfall, prices of those items are still high. They are higher compared to what we are harvesting now. Now, in the case of the rice and other things that you talk about, we distributed rice seed to our farmers across the country free of charge. It was a deliberate intervention to increase rice production. In fact, in all the communities I have visited, what they tell me is that the type of rice we gave them has been the best, and they want us to give them more. Now, and then also because of the campaign, I've told you earlier on that many young people, men and women, boys and girls, have participated in the space, and they are producing in those quantities. Today, I can confirm to you that the price of local rice is cheaper than the imported one in our market. But then, Ghanaians must understand this. We cannot continue to be moochers, trying to get everything free, borrowing and not paying. No. We must understand that nobody will come and face this country for us. We must do everything on our own. If you go to the market and you see local rice and then imported rice, and you choose to buy the imported rice, you are creating jobs in the country where the rice came from at the expense of your own people. If the jobs have been created here, your children, my children, grandchildren, neighbors, siblings, whoever will be employed, and we'll build the economy together. So it is part of the education that we are working on. But now, I also have instances where some of these importers have come to me, that they have the maize, they imported them, nobody is buying. In fact, they are losing their investment. Is it the case that we can do something about it? I told them, we are not in to buy imported rice. And so they should hold on. Right. You know, immediately we assume office, there was a case that happened. I've never shared with the media. Once you have pushed me, I will share with you. Ghana, as part of the measures to make up for the shortfalls caused by the dry spell, they had arranged with ECOWAS to borrow additional rice and maize. And so ECOWAS came to me that they wanted to lift the grains from Burkina Faso to us. But because of the political turbulence in that area, they are not allowed to even step there and then let alone moving rice from that country. And so they wanted to discuss with me how we can make out for the shortfall. I asked them to give me 2-3 weeks to do some consultations. I spoke to some of the churches, and one church invited me to their farms. And they told me that, look, these are quantities of rice that we are storing against emergencies. They had more than 40,000 bags in one area. And then they told me that this area, they have this quantity, that area, they have that quantity. So I shouldn't be afraid. There is no cause for alarm. I came back told the ECOWAS people that Ghana is not interested again. We don't need it. They should keep their 200,000 or whatever. We don't need it. And then I stopped them. Now, these churches have their storage facilities. Some of them, they have their storage facilities. And they are storing against emergencies. Some churches are buying their own produce. It will shock you to note that one particular church wrote letters to all their branches, directing them as to what they should produce for us to, overcome the challenge that we are having. I sent my team down there, and the report before me indicates that, in fact, we have a lot of grains on the ground. So the imports that came, at some point we truncated it. We said we are not going to issue a permit for people to import those things again. So yes, they came, but they're also struggling to get the market. Once we have ours, and ours is cheaper, we expect the rational Ghanaian consumers to tilt to that of Ghana for a lot of advantages, so that together we can solve the problem.
So I agree that these interventions are important, but you know that because importers have so much money, structurally the best way to fight this is to invest in local production so that the producers can produce at a lower cost to be competitive when compared to the importers. So for example, I heard you announce, I think a few months ago, that some Qataris were investing $1.5 billion in agriculture by November. Are they investing it in production? If it is, in what kind of food? And is it meant for the local market to consume or to export to Qatar? Because these are the things that we need to get clear. If the local producers can be competitive, then they must have enough finance to produce, to be competitive compared to the importers. But it looks like a lot of the money coming in, when the money comes in and they are investing because they want us to export these products to their own markets. So food prices in Ghana still remain high. So I just want you to use the Qatar example to convince us that you are attracting the right type of money into Agric, and our local producers can be competitive so that no matter who imports, local production will still be more affordable.
Yes. I will not use only the Qatar case. I'm going to add another one. We have the Italian company called BF International. They are now in Bato. They are doing 10,000 hectares. They are producing rice, they are producing maize, they are doing tomatoes and soya. All that they will produce, everything is for the local market. Local market. In the Qatar case, they are saying that they have problems with food production in Qatar. So they want to invest in Ghana, support food production, have buyback arrangement with our farmers, and then they will buy and then export. So apart from the Qatar people who are interested in investing in the farmers, supporting them to produce, and then buying for export, there are other investors who are in here to produce for the local market. In the case of the Italians, apart from the 10,000 that they are doing in Bato, they've also come to Ashanti region. We led them to His Royal Majesty Otunfo, and Otunfo has given them another 10,000 hectares in Ashanti region so that they can also produce for the Kumasi and the market in Ghana. So we have both sides. But when you talk about investing in production to make food prices cheaper, Bernard, that is exactly what we are doing. First, we distributed seeds and fertilizers to the farmers free of charge. We are establishing what we call the farmer service centers in all the agricultural districts. In the farmer service center, we make available agricultural equipment in the form of tractors, plowers, combine harvesters, and others. Farmers will have unimpeded access to these equipment at an affordable price. Even if you don't have the money and you go to the center will release the items to you for you to work, and then when you harvest, you come and pay. We will have subsidized seed at the center, subsidized fertilizers at the center, essential services officers will be there for essential service delivery. We are giving them motorbikes to make them mobile so that they can help our farmers to adopt modern practices that are environmentally friendly, ensure sustainability, and then ensure that we protect our resources for the use of the upcoming generation. Then we have a center for farmers to be trained. Don't forget that we have also asked farmers to constitute themselves into cooperatives. Cooperatives that will be registered and considered as legal entities so that they can have access to finance. And we are putting in place an insurance scheme that will de-risk agricultural lender. And so, Bernard, all these things we are doing is to ensure that we reduce cost of production and make food affordable. Because when you look at our food security situation, it is only the affordability that we have to work on. And that's exactly what we are looking at.
Okay.
You increase production and then prices fall, the farmers will suffer. So you put in place a buffer to ensure that farmers are able to recoup whatever investment they have made in their businesses. So what you are saying is the point.
Okay.
And it's exactly what we are doing. Except that in this country, because of the kind of politics we do every day, we don't want to give products where products are due. But when it's about breakbacks, you see everybody attacking and everybody talking. Let's also develop that, mind to give products where they are due. So that people who are sacrificing and working for our state will be motivated and encouraged to work their butt for the cause.
As you rightly said, we promote Agric. In fact, in November, we are doing the Agri Fair again to create a market for produce, and I'm inviting you using this medium.
When I went to Italy, I mentioned you there. I single you out for the special role you are playing in the agricultural space, for the time you took to mobilize Ghanaians, to create awareness, stimulate interest in agricultural production. It is a commendable effort that we say everywhere. We mention everywhere.
So you went to Italy without me and you mentioned me there. And you took me to Italy. Just you mentioned me there. So I was here and you were there. And you were mentioning me there. And you took me there to show my face.
Bernard, I didn't take you there, but I mentioned you there. It means that you are working for the people. Because even after you are deaf, your legacy will linger on.
Ayo.
And that is most important.
No, you're a big man. So I'll see you in November again to do part 2 of the Agri Fair. We will push Agric by all means. Thank you. That was Minister Eric Opoku. He mentioned me there.
Yeah.
Sky, you see the work. So I have fans in Italy.
You got a mention.
But I'm still here in Adabraka.
I'm gonna shout out.
Shout out.
No, but I like this guy. He was in a car. He was driving to Kumasi, and we called him that Charlie, this Agric thing is talking.
Baloski, I know that's why some other times Charlie
mention me there.
Because Charlie, you see, he's the minister. He's the driver of the function, and he's ready 24/7 to speak to the issues.
Call him now, Charlie.
You may not necessarily agree with everything he says, but the man is passionately addressing the issues. So you see some other ministries, they are quiet, they are suspicious of the media, That's what I'm saying. I heard people talking about the Sam George thing, You may disagree with him, but he's taking the thing head on. He's facing. No, seriously. It's the same thing. No, combat blast.
Agric plus Agama.
You have Agama.
I'm just saying that.
One may want to ask, what is the ministerial function?
Thank you.
At this juncture, one may ask,
what is the ministerial function?
the price reduction, no. What do you make of it?
No, Charlie. This is the biggest
You see, you are happy when you hear. Yesterday, I watched Emiliata. I watched her at the public accounts committee. I was just proud that this is the minister. That's all I'm saying. That
but let's come.
You are listening to Eric Opoku, and
he seems to know.
But
the interior minister too. I just want to caution though that I feel like he said something at the end, which maybe if I had a chance to have reminded him, where he said, because in politics, he says politics affects everything. So I think we should also hasten slowly in rejoicing over the supposed success of the Feed Ghana, because it was launched in April. All right. So you can say maybe the first planting season is coming to an end, and therefore harvest is coming. But sometimes you see, 6 months is a short time. Last year was a very bad year for food. So if you have even higher production, I think it's very early. So because when we rejoice too quickly, we are not able to.
He's the one rejoicing.
I'm cautioning. I'm putting it out there for the whole public, because I listened to him. He has his point, but you see, we want to succeed so badly that sometimes we don't take our time to study the trend. So let's wait for 2 years. Let's do 2 cycles, because this year he's also admitted the rains have come. Last year it didn't rain well. So let's do it for 2025, 26, and then we can say, because see, when we quickly jump and say, oh, it's working, you get it, it may not give us the right insight to make it sustainable. And I feel like in Ghana, it's not just Agric. We are in a hurry to talk about what is working without really
evaluating the whole process.
And I think that for us to succeed in Agric, which we all are so passionate about, we must hasten slowly.
Well,
I'm not trying to be a wet blanket.
He's picking up the signals and then making conclusions as a result of what he sees. Now, he says that he's been to the regions and he's encouraged by what he sees. No two ways about that. Now, it's from farm to table. The challenge of farm to table that's all we are discussing. So and that's why I say, look, it's not your typical glut, because the production or supply has not outstripped demand. People are being given alternatives to consume, because instead of buying Nasia rice at say 30 cedis per kilo, he's getting rice from some village from China at 5 cedis per kilo. You understand? Because of that, I'm not going for my Nasia rice. Is that a glut? It's not your typical, I'm just saying that there are bottlenecks that we need to escalate the problem, and then
the other point there is that, so when the producers complain that the cheap rice from China is coming, the pushback will be that in years that we have expected local guys to step up, because the production is not consistently high.
That's the point you just made.
So for example, this year may be a good year, then next year may be low. So the importer will say, well, we want to import to shield against some shortage. So the local guy has to be consistent over, say, a 3 or 4 year cycle, so that people can say, look, local rice production capacity and milling and everything at a point where it doesn't make any sense to be allowing these imports to be coming in. But to the extent that the local producers are high today, low tomorrow, high today, low tomorrow, it will always give an incentive for someone to keep importing.
Aloski, it is not different from other countries. The difference here is that in other countries, they have figured out the chain properly, and they have built resource centers to close the gaps in the distribution chain. So the issue of storage, you heard the minister saying that, well, they don't have storage, so private sector should take over.
They should
fair enough, but it still doesn't solve the problem, because the perishability factors that attend to this situation is a big problem. We can't store our tomatoes for more than 2 months.
Can I ask you a question? Why can't government just build silos? Like, I think I read it in Agric in JSS that government should build silos, or Nkrumah builds. I mean, I read something like that. Is it like it's not a good thing, or they can't do it? Or is it expensive? Government to build silos.
I think
one region, one silo.
Some people try to build some.
I was going to ask under the special government.
I don't think
there's some warehouses.
It didn't work out. It didn't work out. You see, because the question of transportation has still not been resolved. The fact that you build a warehouse in Kede in the eastern region doesn't mean that it's easy for somebody from Achimewisa to bring his tomatoes to come and store in Kede, and then when he needs, he comes back for it. It's a transportation question. They are all in the eastern region. but it takes a lot to transport. And that's why I'm saying that for whichever government we find in place, if we don't resolve this rail transport
But why are you so sure it's rail that will answer the question?
Because that is what has answered the question in all other countries.
Because the rail takes so long.
It does not take so long.
Rail?
It does not take so long.
I'm not talking of wait, hold on.
As in
the investment, the money to do rail is serious.
Versus the investment we have wasted.
No, see, Summons, this is the thing. You see, rail can answer the large scale question. So from Tema to Mpakadan is long. But you just mentioned Achime Wisa to Kede. That one is road.
No,
because
no. It's a network of transportation systems. So it's rail plus road. It's a mix. I'm not saying that that's the only thing.
Because
so far we have only depended on road transport. That's why I'm saying that. That's why our pricing never makes sense. Because see, you go and take one truckload of rice from Nasia to Accra. You know what you've just done? You have taken the real cost of the rice plus the cost of transportation, the cost of maintenance, the cost of paying.
But you see, this my counter proposal. Rail, the number of years it will take for rail to be properly rolled out and the amount of investment required, it obviously has to be a long-term thing.
It has.
It
but that's why it's normally modular. That's why it's normally modular.
Where modular means what?
That you create, for instance, if you go to the Takwa enclave, there is a specific rail network there. Okay, so you can build it here, build it there, and then interconnect. That's how it's done. And I'm not saying it's the easiest in terms of financing it, but I'm saying that to have a better, realistic feature in our agri produce pricing, we need to beef up our transportation arrangement.
I have another question.
Why are we not? The other thing is that you talked about the issue of middlemen. Okay, we forget that in Ghana, middlemanism has been institutionalized through the market queens. They control the pricing.
They are even recognized as political parties.
Yes, they control the pricing. You don't dare. You can go and take the thing at 5 cedis and dare sell it at 5 cedis in a particular market. They'll walk you out of the market. So they are exerting forces through institutions that we have allowed.
There's something I wanted to raise for you. There's a commodities exchange, and my understanding of the commodities exchange is that they also have to have storage capacity, right? So a storage capacity of a commodities exchange means that they buy in bulk and then they wait for seasons to change, and then their ability to store determines how they are able to sell. I think that maybe not for today's discussion, but going forward, we need to find out from the exchange what role they've played, because I have been part of this. I remember 8-10 years ago when they were set up. That was the promise of the commodities exchange. So if I'm hearing stories of a rice glut or a maize glut or whatever, I need to hear the commodities exchange in the conversation, but I'm not hearing. All right. So I'm not criticizing them. What I'm trying to say is that I want them to also come out and let us know how they see the market and whether the reason for their being set up has been accomplished, because it was part of the discussions around the lean season versus glut that they will come in and play that role. So they need to come in and step up. You've had 4 solid weeks of discussions about glut. We haven't heard anything from the exchange, and I don't think it's good enough. So if they are listening to me, I'm giving them a free pass next week, whenever, or send out a press release or something. You get it? Because you cannot just exist in name when there's a whole discussion around national food buffer stock, pricing, and we are not hearing from you. Meanwhile, it was set up at least with support from the state, if not owned by the state. Okay, we are going to take a break. Today is discussing on food, but we'll take a break and read some comments and a few other things to do. This is the City Breakfast Show. Stay with us.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah, with nourishing cowbell premium milk and cowbell Vita Rich, nourishment for you.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vita Rich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a Cowbell for you.
Cowbell of creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
Champions are made in the grind, in the quiet, in the storms that test their roots. But once a year, the champions gather, not to compete, but to ignite, to refuel, to rise higher. The arena is charged and the heavens move. Now, the wait is over. Happening this October 16th to 19th, when Champions Gather comes off at the KICC Dominion Center off the Spintex Road, Accra. Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. Saturday at 10 a.m. Sunday at 8 a.m. The theme, Rooted. Come and experience the dynamic and powerful ministry of Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo, Reverend Steve Mensah. Got teens and kids? We've got them covered. There will be homework support, PJ Movie Night, and Super Sunday Fun. Free transport from Coca-Cola Roundabout. When Champions Gather 2025. Thursday, 16th October to Sunday, 19th October. Be there. Come with your family. Be rooted. Be unstoppable. Be fruitful.
Have you imagined buying a house on an interest-free plan and getting a car for free? Well, Afro Arab Properties, best known for building the most affordable quality homes, has hit another milestone of rewards. Are you looking for your dream home today? Afro Arab Properties will definitely show the way. These homes are in 1, 2, 3, and 4-bedroom options located at Manet Spintex, East Legon Hills, Santor, Ashalibotre, Tema Community 25, Old Ningo, Amasaman, Apollonia, and more. Even better, you have a 5-year payment plan without interest. And the big one, purchase a home from some Afro Arab Properties projects and get an electric car for free. Yes, an electric car that can go 300 kilometers on a full charge. So don't miss this big offer from Afro Arab Properties. Just call 055-175-3231 or 0244-109-133. Terms and conditions apply. Afro Arab Properties. At Afro Arab, everyone can buy a house.
First impressions matter. Make yours unforgettable with the irresistible scent of Princess Body Mist and Roll-On. Designed for every lady who wants to leave a lasting impression wherever she goes. And for our gentlemen, there is Style Up Perfume and Roll-On. Elevate your presence with a confident, masculine fragrance that keeps you dry and fresh all day. Because your fragrance should speak before you do, use Princess Body Mist and Roll-On and Style Up Perfume and Roll-On. Your daily essentials for smelling good from dawn till dusk. Princess and Style Up. Smell good and feel great together. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
This is the City Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
There appears to be a glut in the market, and yet prices are not coming down. Is the everlasting question for agriculture in Ghana. Here are some of your comments. 054-998-6944 6996. Francisca.
Yes, and Kobe in East Legon says, good morning, City team. I buy the large eggs at 80 Ghana cedis at the retail shop. This is pure cheating and robbery. Here's another one. I buy large eggs from the market at 70 Ghana cedis per crate in Takrade. Such difference. Robert in Achimota says, good morning, Mr. Avla and team. These politicians should stop deceiving us. We all go to the market and the prices they talk about are not what we experience. Bernard, this minister is just a talker, a politician. He came with a prepared message and not to objectively listen and answer questions. He should be careful what he says. The media doesn't forget. Kwesi Aqua from Sakumono sends that. Nana in East Legon says, Bernard, please, can you ask the minister if the soybean export ban will be lifted for this season because of the glut? Here's another one. They should give us the list of all local rice so we know and buy. Na Amoko Triana, the first in Adabraka sense that. BB North Kaneshi says, Bernard, what does the young man gain after going for a loan to farm and can't sell to reinvest the money? Please, Mr. Minister, we have heard so much of the good work, but what are your solutions to the problem of glut? Bernard, I produced rice last year in the northern region and moved it to Kumasi for milling and sales. Since May, it's been at the stores of the mills. My investment is locked up there and I couldn't even farm again this year. What is the ministry doing about the glut? Uto in Abeka is asking. Bernard, I buy a paint bucket of tomatoes at Akochi Junction for 20 Ghana cedis, yet same bucket is being sold for 80 Ghana cedis at Sakumono and Spintex. The difference is too much. Good morning. Honestly, I don't know what the Honorable Minister is talking about. How many of us buy from the mall? Anyways, I'm a young man, just landed a permanent employment and opted to take a transfer to the Bono region to start life, mainly based on the fact that lifestyle and food prices would be lower there. It's been 2 months now and I'm beginning to think I made a mistake. The prices mimic that of Accra, those of Accra. I mean, Kenke is 7 Ghana cedis and 5 Ghana cedis, and the size too, it's small. Banana, minimum price 100 cedis for about 4 or 5 pieces. The minister and the statistical services can say all they want, but we, the ordinary Ghanaians, are not feeling any impact of it. Hello, Bernard. Can you deploy Honorable Sam George temporarily to the Agric ministry to deal with the food producers who don't want to reduce prices? Kwame in Dansoman is asking. Abdul Razak in Kumasi says, good morning, Bernard. A woman bought Kofi Brookman at 10 Ghana cedis without granite here in Kumasi. I told the woman this is the price of 2 balls of kinke, and the food price is indeed high. Let's start with the fact that Ghanaians are generally greedy people. People want to make profit off the bunch on very few products. How is there more supply than demand and yet prices are high? Simple. The simple answer is greed. Good morning, City. Our food stuff are being controlled by the market women and the market queens. Let the farmers take the produce to the market. The market queens will prevent them from selling it and at relatively cheaper prices because they want super profits. These market women go to the farmers and buy what will help them make profit as if there's no bumper harvest. They come to the market and increase the price to sometimes 10 times or even more. The ministry should create a system where farmers can bring the produce directly to those points and sell directly, and let's see what happens. If not, let's use the weighing system where same weight is sold across all over the country. Kofi in Kede sent that. Here's another. Hello, Bernard. Good morning to you and your team. Parents are buying books for their children, so it's slowed down the buying of other goods. This is said Decent from Teshi Camp 2.
Thank you for your comments. A few quick messages coming in before we jump into our interview.
You've been planning and waiting for the right time to make your move. Well, Stanbic Bank rates have dropped and this is the time. Take those bold steps to fund your dreams with a Stanbic personal loan, vehicle loan, consumer finance, solar panel, home loan or credit card. Be unstoppable with Stanbic Bank. Visit stanbicbank.com.ga to get started. Stanbic Bank. Now, do you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? If you're looking for a vibrant student education and experience in a community that builds your confidence and equips you with real-world employability skills. Enjoy all these and more with scholarships available to support your academic journey at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by expert faculty trained to UK standards right here on our campus in Ghana. Lancaster.edu.gh is the website to visit. Admissions at lancaster.edu.gh is our email address, or call this number 0248 656 274. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. It's winning season again. The luckiest is back. Grab your phone, dial star 712, choose option 1 to buy a ticket for yourself, option 2 to buy for someone. If you want the system to generate a lucky ticket for you, go with option 1. If you want to do that yourself, go with option 2. Confirm your payment with Momo and you'd be in. If you want to do that digitally, theluckiestafrica.com is where to register. If you're in Ghana, pay with Momo. If you're abroad, do with your card. Luck is everywhere.
Calling all future brides, grooms, and hopeless romantics ready to say I do to the wedding and lifestyle fair of your dreams? Then don't miss Marry Me at Marriott, the ultimate love fair happening at the Accra Marriott Hotel, 11th-12th of October, in fabulous partnership with White Chalk International. Think glitz, glam, and a sprinkle of fairy dust from our stunning ballrooms, serene garden spaces, dazzling decor, top-tier vendors, exclusive wedding and event packages, bridal fashion, and sweet surprises. Whether you're planning a grand celebration or an intimate affair, this is where wedding magic begins. Enjoy curated experiences designed to inspire at the Marry Me at Marriott Wedding Fair, the premier wedding and lifestyle experience. Don't forget, the dates are 11th and 12th October 2025 at the Accra Marriott Hotel. Accra Marriott Hotel, wonderful hospitality always. We'll be speaking to friends from Sunrise Christian High School who are located at Ho in the Volta region. The 20-year institution, having built a strong reputation for faith, discipline, and excellence. They produce graduates excelling in various fields. So we'll be talking about the school's achievements and some of the things they are doing. I have the headmaster. Actually, I have the founder, not the headmaster, the founder and administrator, Mr. Joseph Jameshi, who is also the National General Secretary of the Conference of Heads of Private Second Cycle Schools in Ghana. Caleb.
Wow.
You know chops?
Chops.
Actually.
Oh, okay.
The educational sector, we have chas and we have chops.
Chop maker chop.
So he's the headmaster, so founder and administrator of the school, and the national secretary of the Conference of Heads of Private Second Cycle Schools in Ghana, CHOPS. He's here with his PTA chairman, Chris Wala Isikpe, who is a communication consultant. So welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
To the school. To the conversation. So is it Sunrise or Sunrise or Sunrise? What's the name of this school?
Well, it is Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Jesus Rose.
So not S-U-N but S-O-N.
It is not a typo.
Sunrise.
Sunrise Christian High School. That is the name.
And this was founded when?
Well, so our basic school was founded in 1990. The high school 2005.
Okay, so 1990 basic school.
Yes, but the high school, which is a separate school, 2005, 20 years. In fact, will be 20 years on Saturday.
Yeah. So your first batch of people who came in Form 1 in 2005
graduated 2008.
So where are they now?
All over the place, doing wonderful stuff.
Really?
Absolutely.
And this school is in Ho?
Yes.
So why did you start a private school? What's the vision? What were you trying to do with this?
Well, we basically, in 2005, you had to score an aggregate of 24 to go to secondary school. Computer placement. Large section of Ghanaian youth were cut off from secondary education. So we set up Sunrise to provide quality access to Ghanaian children, first of all. We've built our school on 3 pillars: faith, excellence, and service. We believe that it is not good enough to only educate the minds. We have to educate the hearts.
Correct.
Ensure that young people develop the right character for life. And we promote uncompromising discipline to make sure our learners truly have the right discipline. Then in terms of excellence, we decided to push our kids, raise the bar, so that they are studying at a very high level. And that's something we've been able to do successfully over the last 18 years. 92% of all our learners graduate and qualify to university the same year.
Hey.
One of the highest in Ghana, actually.
No resitting.
No, one of the highest in Ghana. Historically, about 80% of all our learners qualifies the same year.
Wow.
Last year, 92% of all our learners.
Wow.
And it's because we do few things that are unique. For instance, we have proven that within 2 years, 80% to 90% of syllabus can be completed.
In 2 years?
Yes, within 2 years.
So by the time they enter Form 3, they finish the syllabus.
So he will tell you that, but we have all our learners, when they get to second year, riding off deck as a try.
To just test their skills.
We have students with 7 A's.
By Form 2?
By Form 2.
Because it'll be small learning they learn for them.
Yes. And verifiable. Those are things we have done all along.
What's your average class size?
35.
35.
40, yeah, depending on the class.
Which subject areas do you offer?
Business. Well, general science. General science, business, visual arts, home economics, general arts.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow. How big is the school? What's your population size?
About 700.
For the whole school?
Yes.
So that's small.
Well,
compared to, no, I'm not saying it's bad. I went to visit Mando Secondary last month.
Well.
And they are over 3,800 or something.
Yes.
Presec is almost 5,500. So it means that your school is a small.
It's a private school, and obviously we require some standard in order for you to come.
So smaller class sizes and that kind of thing.
Smaller
I'll come back to you.
Yeah.
But you are a PTA chairman of the school. But where did your child reach? This guy is supposed to be my mate or something. Where did you finish secondary school?
Alowski, this matter can't start.
No, Chris.
I know we have done things together. We have been everywhere together. My child, I senior you small.
When did you write
was he 93? 94?
Oh, then you grow small.
I grow small. The graveyard is not for fun.
You wrote was he 93?
Yes.
Oh, then you grow.
Yeah.
So your child is in Sunrise.
Yes, my son. In fact, 2 of my sons are in Sunrise. Wow. The first one completed last weekend. The second one started first year last Monday.
Why did you take them to a private school?
Okay, so I have been a bit frustrated about the public system for some time. And I've been looking for a good place to take my sons. I've looked around quite a bit. And my brother, whose twin sons went to Sunrise, recommended Sunrise. After we had done some work around Accra and Tema, we didn't get the right fit for my first boy. He wanted to do science, but not the biology option. He wanted to do the IT option because he keeps talking about going to AI engineering. And as far back as his class 5 days, I don't know where he chanced upon that information. He wanted to go study AI engineering at MIT.
Hey, that's
yeah. So we've been looking for where to find the IT option.
So he can start working towards that dream.
So we got to Sunrise. When we came out of the head, Mr. Yameshi's office, he just looked at me and said, "Daddy, this is the place. I want to be here."
Wow.
And that is how we started 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
Like Mr. Yameshi was saying, he wrote Novdek in second year, made 6 A's and 2 B's.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you right now. Form 2.
6 A's and 2
B's in Form 2. He's just finished the normal WASI, and we are waiting for the results to come. He graduated as a valedictorian last weekend.
6 A's and 2 B's.
Yes, that is how good. Now, even beyond that, it is for me the small community where attention is given to every individual, where discipline is not compromised, where Christian upbringing is top notch for them. So when we got there, we had conversations, we walked around, saw things, and we said, look, once he says this is a place he wants to be, let's give it a try. And I recall walking out of Mr. Jawanshi's office that day, he said before we left, he said, please, bring your son here, hand him over to me, and I'll manage him as a project.
Wow.
And I'm glad to say
Where
today...
Where did you go to
that
JSS?
I'll come to that shortly.
Was he in Accra?
Yes, in Accra.
Okay.
And he actually got Agric 6 from a private school in Accra. So he says, give me your son,
and I'll manage
him as a project. And I'm glad to say he has exceeded that. that promise. He's
how
outdone
typical
himself.
is your son compared to other students? Maybe your son is an exceptional student.
My son may be an outlier in a way, but this is a boy, though sharp, has been a very, you can say timid or shy. He's not
reserved.
He's reserved.
He wasn't too assertive.
Yes, but this guy has been in national orators competitions last year and won gold.
Hey.
He addresses public now.
You mean transformation?
The transformation has been so drastic. I sat on the podium as a PTA chairman when they were graduating last two weekends, and I've been in tears throughout.
Wow. Mr. Jameshi, what magic potion are you using?
Yes, you should answer that question.
To transform the students in this way.
Well, first of all, Sunrise is a passion for us. For us, it's our passion. We went into education. I know people go into private education for money and all that, but we truly went into education to transform lives, to provide access, to make a difference.
Okay.
And because of that, every learner that walks into our building, we pay particular attention to them. We make sure we are pushing them to excel, because that's the best we can do for young people. He will tell you that even in that class, his son wasn't the best student from the deck.
No, he's not.
No.
Others got 7 A's.
Charlie, the guy did Form 2. He went the thing got 6 A's and 2 B's.
Charlie. That's
in Form 2.
In Form 2. And it's because, as I said, by the end of Form 2, we are intentional about 80 to 90% of syllabus being completed. We use the first term of the final year to just mop up whatever is left. From the second term, we are preparing them for exams. The number of practice examination, group work, there are many things that we do that to make sure that, because in 2005, when we brought in those students, they were those who were rejected by the computer placement system. We discovered quickly that if you teach students like that all the way to the WASI, they'll fail.
So you should finish so they can have time to prepare for exams.
We have to find a way to get the edge. And that's what we did. And that model has helped us.
So it's funny because private secondary schools struggled when free SHS was introduced, and a lot of them were saying they were not getting students.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you say you have quite a number of students because you pay fees.
Yes, we do.
So how are you able to keep parents paying? If I can send my son to a public school and not pay fees, why would I send him to a private school and pay fees?
Well, first of all, you and I know there's nothing called free SHS. Somebody's paying for it. That is true. But the reality also is that it's about quality. Parents quickly discovered that you can go through the public system, some of the struggles we all spoke about, or you can pay in a private school and get good results once and for all. So even through the free SHS, because we have build this credibility over the years as being a top quality school. Parents are happy to pay for their wards to come to school there. And interestingly, we've also been able to prove that for a top quality education like this, it doesn't have to be very expensive.
You price in dollars?
No, not even close. We are not a dollarized school. In fact, if I mention my price to you, you will be surprised.
Chris.
You'll be surprised. We are the lowest in our category of schools.
Really?
Because
across the country, or
so let me put it this way: there are schools that are very high expensive. They do IG and things. Then there are those who do the Cambridge, which is also very expensive as a program. Then there are those who do private but WASI, which is like the third tier in terms of affordability.
Right.
Okay, so can you give me a range?
All right. So I would say the WASI are probably 115,000 and above. Okay. The Cambridge
per year.
No, per term. Per term.
And you do how many terms?
No, it's the
3 terms.
Yes. So the Cambridge.
No, not us.
Yes,
I'm talking about.
So a Cambridge school from grade 9, grade 10, which is the SS1, you are in excess of 15K per term.
Yeah, depending on the school.
It could be more. Yeah.
And when secondary boarding, you are around that.
You are adding more.
You are around exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, we are way below that.
You are way below that.
No, we are way below that.
Per term.
Per term, way below that. So we are a gap between the
free SHS and then the lower Cambridge.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
Okay. So
only because of our settings.
You have a boarding facility?
Yes, it's full boarding.
It's a full boarding school, actually.
In Ho, on the Ho Aplawu Road, right next to the Ho Airport.
On the way to Kwetwe?
Exactly. Oh, you know your area.
After Trafalgar.
How is the road? Because that road, they say, is now
They are working on it, but it's good. It's good road.
Our former voter general correspondent has left us and is now he's working for you.
I see.
So for a journalist to stop his work and be teaching, do you teach?
I don't teach.
What's your job there?
Well, I lead the marketing efforts.
Oh,
yeah.
How is the road? Are they fixing it?
Yeah, I mean, there's
did they start from the plow side? If they know side, or they started from the whole side?
You know, because they've spread it in different lots.
Okay.
So there's work going on concurrently. I mean, along the various lots. But there is work going on our stretch as well, which is from the Nyawasi area, all the way down towards Petwe.
Okay.
Yes.
So they are doing that road.
Yes.
Okay. So the boarding facilities are available for all students if they so choose.
Yeah.
So where are your students coming from? Are they mostly from Ho or from Accra or from where?
From everywhere, pretty much. So, like I said, my son went to school in Accra.
Yeah, in Accra.
And I have my mates from university whose kids are there. And this lady lives and teaches in Cape Coast. She's actually one of the senior teachers at Holy Child College.
She brought her daughter.
She brought her children. Her children. Yes, her children. In fact, her first son completed, and her 2 other kids are there now. So, I mean, that place has become like a family school.
Hey, Charlie, I'm thinking about it. But you know what? You know, there are 2 issues for me here. The first issue is discipline, right?
Yeah.
It's something that is a big one for me. And the second one has to do with my mother tongue. We find ourselves in Accra. Many of us are doing the Cambridge and these other ones. No Ghanaian language. So how are you sorting out that problem? You should persuade me why.
I have evidence for you.
Yeah.
So my boys have been a bit disadvantaged in their local language too. So beyond the fact that the school provides what my son wanted to do, at the back of my mind, this is a good place to go learn
experience.
The last time I was talking to him, I said something. He said, "Mese Mesigbe." The son of our man, the grandson of our fisherman. Mese Mesigbe. And I said, "Oh, Kofi, is this how far we have come?" So when I say Mr. Jabeshim, his people have overachieved.
We will take the epidemic like that.
It's good.
Better than nothing.
Wow. Yes. So how does it work? Do they do Ghanaian language as a compulsory course, or just the environment helps them to pick it up?
Well, I think mostly the environment. Of course, we have Ghanaian language for specific programs.
Okay.
But the environment generally basically promotes you speaking local language and etc. Because yes, still about 60% of our students are from the Volta region.
Beautiful.
Right now.
So they will pick. So Sky, our first question has been answered.
Yes.
We want our children to speak. The second one is that do you allow them to be using phones and things?
No, that won't happen.
Because we are very
at all.
So let me.
It is
so explain.
Yes.
Let me explain this. We truly believe that without the right discipline, it doesn't matter how smart you are. You struggle along the way. And because of that, we decided that our rules will work.
Beautiful.
So we have certain rules that are absolutely not, we don't compromise on them. For instance, if a student ran away from campus, one time you are deboardized, and that is it. No, nothing will change it.
You go out without exit.
One time, nothing will change it. You are gone. If you are caught stealing, you are deboardized. You are not dismissed.
You are deboardized.
You are deboardized. Mobile phones.
No.
Born of good behavior. The phone is seized. You never get it back. There are certain, and every student knows this. And because of that, for many years, I didn't even have walls around my school. But for the student,
how big is the plot?
Oh, about 16 acres.
Huge.
Yes. Yeah. Our land.
What's your gender distribution?
Interestingly, I think to be around 55-45 now to ladies.
Wow. You have more girls now.
I have more girls than guys.
I see, that's beautiful.
Yes.
What are we doing?
There's one very interesting thing.
We are bringing your whole consignment.
Please do.
This school teaches sign language as a compulsory subject.
As a core subject.
For every student.
Wow.
And my son is one of the top sign language people you can use today.
That's remarkable. I mean,
just from high school.
Wow, that's inclusion,
yes.
and that's beautiful. I mean,
and when the last time I posted a video of him doing sign language for the administrator, somebody contacted me from UNICEF, and they are contemplating integrating this into TVET schools.
So you do science, you do business, You do visual arts.
General arts.
Do you do Agric, or Agric is now science?
We don't do Agric on its own.
You don't do Agric on its own?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't do technical too yet?
Not yet.
You don't do technical yet? Yeah. Do you have a school farm?
Yes, we do, although we've had some land issues, so we are dealing with that right now.
Because the way your land is big, I want my child to enter a school farm and experience some Agric.
Do some farming.
Okay, so he doesn't even have to. We do small gardens and etc. on campus right now. But you see, it's about. I am old school. I did the O-level, A-level system back in the days. And I actually do believe that young people come to school to learn to be men and women, to take responsibility for themselves, clean up after themselves. So nowadays we have affluent kids who come in and that'll be.
You make them. You had it.
Oh, you have to weed, you have to clean and all this kind of good stuff.
How do you take people into SHS? Do they have to have a certain mark?
Okay.
And then can people coming from Cambridge, coming from Pearson and all those other things find space in your school? Absolutely. And then finally, how can people contact you?
Okay. So we do entrance examination.
Okay.
For our students. And if you do the entrance examination, we are looking at general passes for all programs, but for science, you have to get 70% or above in mathematics.
Beautiful.
Mathematics is a language for science.
Correct.
So you can't get a grade 45 and be doing science. I think that we are just killing you. The same thing when it comes to the WASI, up to 35. For the BC, up to 35, we'll accept you. For science, 15 or better, 16, 17 with a B2, B3 in mathematics.
You can help them.
We can do the science.
Yeah. You can transform them.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Now, with Cambridge and all other programs, you come through the entrance examination.
So once your entrance is math, English and science, or what?
We want math, English and science.
For the entrance exam.
We want to make sure your fundamentals are right for us to build on. And once we have that,
you can manage them. How can they contact you?
To contact us, you can reach us on 0244 876 066. 0244 876 066.
If a parent wants to come and visit the school,
go ahead.
So the school is in Ho, but the other number is 024 1949 350.
Okay.
024 1949 350.
And the school is called Sunrise.
Sunrise. We are heavily represented on social media, all platforms.
SONRISE.
Exactly. sonrise.edu.gh, and you can get us. We're all over the place.
I just have a testimony coming in here from my former GP, who's Benedicta, who says my nephews are there. They are disciplined. Talking about Kekeli and Elikem, they use sign language too.
Oh, wow.
I'm probably recommending it that we should.
Imagine a doctor who doesn't need a translator.
That's a beautiful concept.
We need to have a family.
Oh, you're very, very much right.
Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
Hey, so what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Wujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It's a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244 313 368 or 0540 111 978 or 0202 021 175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
Somebody's burning something. Massa, whether it's rubbish, grass from your lawn, a car tire or electrical parts you burn, you are producing smoke particles that can choke your lungs. And soon, gone too soon. Look, all the fumes you already inhale from the vehicles, the dust on the road and all that, they are choking your lungs. And guess what that can lead to? According to the World Health Organization, as many as 28,000 people die in Ghana each year from air pollution. So do something. Stop the air pollution so we can all breathe free. Send WhatsApp or call 0579-724-072 or speak to your assembly. They will do something. Air pollution kills.
This message was brought to you by Infinity 970 and supported by Breathe Cities.
think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate. It's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere.
Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape.
Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
Lucky's everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community go win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Ten o'clock before we go, Diamond Cement.
Diamond Cement, highest quality on the Ghanaian market. We have the 32.5 hour grade in addition to the 42.5 hour grade. If you have to buy anything, it's got to be the very best. Find our factories nationwide. Our outlets, our depots are nationwide, but our factories are in Aplauta, Kwadi, and Buepe. 0244-313-368 is the number to call. Diamond Cement is still as hard as a diamond.
We're crossing over to take an event live from television, the National Cyber Security Awareness Month starting. So let's hear what they're saying.
And security for technologies is important.